Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Mill. Hashtag Blue.
Our sports update deliverer. The Coop.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup. Well, it's a historic point for Canada at the World Cup, a 1-1 draw against Bosnia-Herzegovina. You just heard an incredible job by Joaquin Gage and Hernan Salas watching along with you as Kyle Lauren makes an incredible impact, scoring in the 78th minute. And I'm taking this from the TSN broadcast. They put this out there. He scored 119 seconds after entering the game. Talk about a sub making an impact. His first touch of the game. Well, he got a touch.
He got a little lucky.
And then he had a shot in the final minute of injury time as well that got blocked by a Bosnian defender putting his leg in front in desperation. Canada controlled the flow of the play. They had more shot attempts. They had more shots on target. They didn't defend well on a corner kick and were scored on in the 21st minute. But they do get a point, and now they still have to play Qatar and Switzerland to round out group play. Now, the top 8 third-place teams do advance.
Okay.
But Canada are now in a situation where if they can win one of their final 2 games, they'd be through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'd probably be at least second if they got a win. So we'll talk about it today. Your reaction, how are you feeling? I know from, well, not just hosting this show, but working in Edmonton sports media and dealing with listeners over a decade now, there's a lot of different variations in people's passion for soccer. I realize we live in a part of the world where some people will just say, I hate this sport, don't ever talk about it. Clearly, that's an extreme. We're not going to go to. I think a lot of people got pulled into this match or pulled into the whole pomp and circumstance of the World Cup. It was, to me, Gager, it was incredible to see a game on Canadian soil.
Yes.
And Canada got the result. And it was, and I mean, of course, I saw this team in the last World Cup. I watched the game here in Edmonton last week. You know, I've seen them play Copa America, all that kind of stuff. But like, we got good players.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like when I would watch them in the 90s and they're trying to qualify and it was just like kick the ball down the field and chase it and see what you can do. I mean, these are skilled players trying to make plays. The finishing wasn't there, and that was, I think, the concern coming into the tournament. But, you know, hopefully they keep pounding away at that, and they can get a few more than one per game.
It was nice to see Canada not go in full rope-a-dope and hope for the best, like you said, right? Like there was some technical things throughout that game that I was like, oh, there's a method to this madness. You know, you can watch this and get excited about it. Like that was... I've been in places that this is the number one sport, Reid, and it's something to behold. And to have it on, sure, it would have been great for a win, right? But the whole lead up to this game, to see Canadians marching down the street to go watch their national team play, that was great. This is going to be a ton of fun. This is it only happens, you know, it's very rare it happens, but. Now you look at the rest of the group. From what I understand, Switzerland is a good team that they're going to have trouble against, but it looks like they have a good opportunity against Qatar. There's always room for an upset, but yeah, I see this team moving through past this round.
Switzerland ranked 19th in the world. Canada now 35th in the latest. Qatar 56th. Bosnia-Herzegovina 61st. So, yeah, it would have been great to get the win today, but you do get a dramatic goal and get the point. We are certainly fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton and area for 45 years. The authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need are available at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. I'm, of course, Reid Wilkins. This is Joaquin Gage sitting in for Jason Milne for the first part of the show this afternoon. Benny Thompson is in for Zach Kubish. He's at the technical desk. We'll have some fun with Benny. Always does something. Well, most Fridays, blind cuts, cutting 8, keeping 5, all whatever it is, the Unk videos, all that kind of stuff. Is that any video I'm in? Is that an Unk video?
What do you mean an Unk video?
Well, you've called me an Unk. Is that because I'm an uncle or because I'm uncool or both?
I don't know. Some people say like that. To me, it just Unk means like an older person that's like maybe out of touch with
thanks,
what.
Benny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hanging out with 2 unks, I guess.
yeah, I guess I'm with my unks.
Yeah. Well, Gager and I are the
oldest
eldest.
Here. Yeah.
Gager's about
Respect
6
your
months.
elders.
I do.
What are you, about 6 months older than me ish? We
I think
we
so,
looked
yeah.
at it one time. Were we double Benny's age? No. We're
And you guys 56?
no, we're 52.
Oh yeah, no, not double. 23.
Oh,
That's
no.
a nice golf shirt, actually.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that was a EST golf
Yeah, the
shirt.
merch is great. I'm wearing
Yeah.
some new merch as well.
I'm wearing some Oilers stuff.
Yeah, well, you can actually get away with it.
Well,
You actually were an Oilers alumni.
it's easy to get.
some people
you
skate-
You just got to play a couple games with
Some
them.
people skate in the Oilers alumni skates that aren't Oilers alumni, though there's some NHL alumni. 'Cause
Yeah.
Rob Brown would skate in those,
I never.
didn't he?
No.
I thought sometimes he would do stuff with
Well, he did alumni events.
where it's just like your NHL
Yeah.
alumni.
I know like
Okay.
Boychuk does alumni skates and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
Boychuk does.
So it's just called an NHL.
Cass.
Belzy does.
Yeah.
Cast.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of guys that played in the NHL
Yeah, I've
that
seen
were
a
never
few.
Oilers,
Yeah,
right?
right,
But
yeah.
the Oilers kind of
But
bring
the
them.
former, you might as well all get
local
together.
guys,
Like, oh no, you weren't an Oiler 20 years
Yeah.
ago. You can't come out and skate with us.
Yeah, like Dingman's out there. He never played with the Oilers.
Right.
Chris Dingman.
Belzy did a couple games, right?
Yeah.
Cass didn't.
Cass didn't.
No,
He's
Rob.
out there.
Rob's big when he goes back to Pittsburgh, eh?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah, like still.
Yeah.
Like there was something a couple of years ago, and like fans were going nuts. Like, women were throwing undergarments at him.
Really?
Well, something
Were
like
they his?
that. Yeah, they're
It's just returning them.
just. But he said in Pittsburgh they still call him Robbie Brown.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, because we had the Dougie Hamilton discussion
okay,
once, and he's like, yeah, he goes,
I'm
they
still
still,
Robbie.
and he's like, I've never told them to do that. I've just always been that in Pittsburgh.
Does Dougie say my name's Dougie?
He must.
I would think so.
That'd be weird though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's some names that just don't fit an
Like
older
on his
man.
birth certificate, what does it say? Douglas?
Probably, yeah.
Well, that's a good point. But what's his legal name?
Because, like to me, like Mikey Anderson,
Yeah.
like that to me, just
Because
Douglas.
that's in the program, Mikey.
yeah.
Douglas
yeah.
Jonathan Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh, look at he is. I think Connor's drinking rosé.
Yeah. His name is Michael Lyle Anderson. So who are the celebrities there?
We had McDavid,
Reynolds,
we had
McDavid.
Reynolds, we had Mike Myers.
Alana sang.
Ooh, did she?
Alana sang the anthem, didn't she? Which I thought that was a good choice.
Do you know who that is
Okay,
now?
yeah. Now,
Okay.
I when I walked past the TV, I was like, "Oh, that's what she looks like."
Oh, Alanis Morissette?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, Benny wouldn't know. Like, he wasn't
Oh, it
born.
was Coob.
No, it was me.
Coob?
It was me.
you.
I had no clue. I had no
Okay.
clue who she
Oh,
was.
okay.
It was who was really grilling me about it? Was it Jay? I can't remember. No, it was you, Reid.
Yeah.
You made it a big deal one day. You ripped into me because I didn't know
what?
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, because it was a.
Oh, yeah, but it was the way you put it, though.
Yeah.
That it was like, I was really surprised.
Oh, I didn't pronounce her
wasn't
name
that
properly.
Grammy? It was
Oh,
a
yeah,
Grammy.
you didn't know how
thing.
you didn't know how to say her name.
I didn't know her.
Yeah.
I've never heard of her before.
I like giving you a hard time.
And then I guess it was. But apparently she's as big as like Celine Dion. I'm like, what? I've never heard of Alanis Morissette before. I've heard of Celine Dion many times.
What's the song that she supposedly sings about a person?
You ought to know.
You ought to know?
Yeah.
Is that it? There's a song that who
It was allegedly about Dave Coulier. Though I don't think it was. Though I think it reached the point that people assumed that they just both started saying that
I
it was
heard
or
it was
something like
about
that.
like Mike Peluso was another name when I was playing that it was about.
What?
Yeah.
Like Peluso
Mike
of all
Peluso
people.
it was about. So
Wow. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We're going to have some Friday fun on the show. Doug, can you get the text, Benny?
I, for some reason, can't log in.
Okay, well, we'll give you the live read. Unfortunately, we can't see your text today. I've been kicked out of it, and
Yeah.
I can't get back in. But when you do text us, it's the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Tap 25 has their happy hour Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. All beers, including bottle and draft, import and domestic, select premium well highballs, and select premium wine served at Tap 25, Center Bar, Onyx, and on the casino floor, rivercreeresort.com. And you can post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. If you are on YouTube, the channel is Edmonton Sports Talk. Subscribe to it if you haven't already. You can post in the Nasty Chat. That's the chat stream going down the right-hand side of the page. You do not have to be nasty or say nasty things to get in there. And, of course, click that thumbs up button on the YouTube stream.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We try to get to at least 100 thumbs every show, so do not be a pleasure delayer. Click right away. And you can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Benny at edmontonsportstalk.com. No Jason Milne this afternoon. Joaquin's going to hang around for a bit and talk soccer, life, and who knows what else.
That little jingle, the thumb jingle, I thought for the first little bit that Jay was laughing at the same time every single time. I was like,
you're not alone. Yeah, you're not alone. That's,
it took a few months before I realized, that's recorded.
Yeah, I only did it once, and then it got recorded. And
there's also your guys' red light district jingle. I swore that was Hernan saying Joaquin. I didn't know it was Eric.
It's
Eric.
I thought that was. I thought that was. Hernan for forever too.
If you go back. I think it was still back at 1260 where Dusty asked me if I wanted to do a hit on the show. And so I said, sure, what should we call it? And I said, well, why not have it the red light district? The double entendre, a little bit, goaltending, things like that. Amsterdam. And I think they were supposed to record it, but I didn't. They didn't have it before it. And I said, don't worry, Dusty, I'll take care of it. And I sang it into the phone and emailed it to him, and that's what he played of me singing essentially Roxanne with
really?
Me. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sticking around today, sitting in for Jay. He's got a long day here. We're going to have Benny will do his fun stuff with me. We'll have the Oil Understood talking about the Cup Final and some Oilers storylines besides the World Cup. Friday Night Football coming up tonight. Dusty's calling that game.
It's great.
Right? Blue Jays against the Yankees. Savage is nice. On the hill against the Yankees. United States plays in the World Cup tonight against Paraguay. I will give my review of Disclosure Day.
I can't wait.
Which I went to last night. Mark Majot, friend of EST, he and Corey Graham have the MCT podcast, which you can get through our website.
Great podcast.
They do such an exceptional job.
Yeah. It's if you are of our ilk, even if you're not, I think.
Yeah, it's just two good guys talking.
It's great to get their view on the sci-fi world. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, they're totally on top of everything. And I went to St. Albert for something other than to go to the board game store.
Landmark Cinema?
Landmark Cinema. I'd never been there.
How was the seats?
Very comfortable. Yeah, they're recliners, and you just push the button. I was reclined the whole time. They're very roomy. And Majot, he's got his seat right up in the left-hand corner. He's like, I don't want people in front of me, beside me, or behind me. Well, I was beside him, and then his two buddies were to my right. So
just don't look under the seats. From a guy that worked there. Don't.
Oh, you worked there?
Yes.
I didn't know you worked there.
Yes.
You worked at a movie
What was your
theater?
job?
I did everything there. I cleaned theaters. I worked the cashier. I did everything.
Were you a projectionist?
We don't need those, Reid. You just let the machine do it. It's there.
It's all digital
Really?
now, eh?
Yeah, it's all digital.
There's no more.
Oh no.
Do you know what I'm?
Yeah.
You're not looking for the cigarette
I thought
burns?
they still use those.
No. They have machines that just go up there and they know when to turn on.
So it's just on a little disc now.
Yeah.
But why does the movie cut out then sometimes?
Well, the movie does not cut
don't
out
think they
at
do
Landmark, not anymore at least.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because I was at when the last Spider-Man movie came out. It was hot, and I don't know. They said the projector was overheating and it was cacking out.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe they still have some. I don't know. Is IMAX not still on? I don't even know how movies are delivered
On
anymore.
film?
Yeah,
on
nothing's
on
actually
a
on
USB stick. or something like that.
That's all they get is a bunch of USB sticks.
Like,
Here's the latest Hollywood
I'm pretty sure it's
blockbuster.
something like that. Yeah, it's I don't know. I kind of just allowed my managers to deal with it. But yeah, we never had to deal with any of that stuff.
You never had to go up there.
A couple times, but that's no.
Did you ever
why-
steal the USB stick?
No.
It must be a special USB stick.
yeah,
You probably can't use it on your home computer, I would hope. So what? If you used to clean the theaters, why are you saying don't look under the seats?
Because no one cleaned under the seats.
You were supposed to.
No,
You're just
but, like,
admitting your
no.
own negligence.
You'd
Yeah.
probably be rich if you did.
No, we would look down there and we'd find some. We have found some stuff over the years when I worked there, but yeah, not like I don't know. It just got too gross down there. I don't know. I think we were lazy. A lot of us were just kids and just I don't know. It wasn't great, but it was.
No, it's not
it was
great, Ben. It's not great at all.
The prime of working there was like a second most fun job I've ever had.
What's the
I
most
bet.
fun?
This one here.
No, nice.
When did you work there?
Right out of high school.
Was it brand new?
No, it had been open for 2-3 years. I had friends that worked there on opening day. But I got hired there, I think 3 years into it, right out of high school. I worked there for about a year and a half when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So, I was working there.
Did you get free and or discounted movies?
The employee discount is the best employee discount in town. It is a free ticket to any movie you want with you and for a guest. Popcorn, large popcorn, $2, large pop, $2, everything else in concession, 50% off.
As often as you want to go?
As many times as you wanted to go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was the biggest, just best employee discount you could
That
ask
is
for.
pretty good.
That was one of the greatest perks I thought of playing in the NHL
Yeah.
because the PA
Free movies?
gave us Cineplex Odeon cards.
You're kidding me.
Like we couldn't pay for.
This is a joke.
No,
You're trolling me.
no. You got a card.
Cineplex had a deal with the NHLPA.
With the NHLPA, I had a card that said my name plus guest, and I got free movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Sweet.
what was brutal, there was a date on it. It was the end of the season.
Oh, it was per season.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if they still have that.
They probably do.
I never saw one at Landmark, but
you
yeah,
just see
maybe.
Draisaitl on the phone.
Right.
I'm
I gotta
I'm looking
update
for
my
my-
Cineplex Odeon card.
the Oilers like team services person like, oh my God, Leon, is there a problem with your paycheck? I'll look. No, I don't have. I didn't get my Cineplex card in the envelope.
It was
Okay.
It was awesome. I abused that card.
Oh,
I
yeah.
tell you.
It was like
That's
when I
amazing.
worked there, it was every new movie that came out, I'm there watching for free. There was a time where I was working a different job, but I kept this movie theater job for like probably 2 months later. I should have, just so I can get free movies. I'd work on Sundays. I'd give the shift away. I just wanted the card to be able to go watch movies for a couple
My
months.
buddy, as a kid, worked at a movie theater, and it was great because they would give away the like whatever big movies at the front, the big cardboard cutout thing.
Oh, the cutouts and the posters.
Yeah.
we all got posters. We ever we
So he had
whatever.
a big what was it? It was a Escape from New York.
Oh, nice.
He had a
Yes.
big thing, Escape from New York, in his bedroom, and his bedroom was small. It took up the whole room.
Yeah. We always got asked if we want to take it home.
Yeah.
Or break it down. I got to beat the crap out of some of those cutouts. It was pretty sick. But it was actually like a really fun job. I'll give it to them.
All right, let's get to the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Hey, this is the first World Cup to have a hydration break. Hydration break? Sounds like my brother-in-law getting a Manhattan where they do a shuffle at the blackjack table. Let's do that one again. Hydration break? Sounds like my brother-in-law getting a Manhattan while they do a shuffle at the blackjack table. That Canada match sure had a lot of corners, so I got to tell you, I've always preferred curves. Jordan Stallion scored again for the Windy Kids. Hey, Joaquin Gage, is that a wily old veteran in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I'm Chet Palmer.
Wow. Wily old veteran in my pocket.
Well,
It's old.
Chet's very curious.
Maybe not so wily anymore.
By the way, I figured out how to get on the number bar on my phone, so I have.
Okay, so can you take care of the text, because Jay usually does it when he's here anyway, because I'm not. My attention span is poor at best. All right. That was the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear, presented by our good friend Chet Palmer. Yeah, but plenty more on the soccer match, Oilers talk, NHL talk, CFL banter, movie talk at some point. And actually, we'll have a little bit of movie talk here. Now, you guys don't know the off-topic topic.
No.
Usually Jay and I come up with it, and Zach will know what it is as well. So I have a couple ideas, but I just want to see the first thing that comes to each of your minds. Benny may not have anything for this. Okay. He might have to get help from his dad.
Okay.
Nate the Builder.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. It's the off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So I went and saw Disclosure Day. It's directed by Steven Spielberg, legend, obviously, and very well known for the Indiana Jones franchise.
Yeah.
I think he directed the first four. I believe James Mangold directed the time travel one, the Dial of Destiny one. So the off-topic topic is, give us the title of an Indiana Jones movie set in the city of Edmonton. For example, Indiana Jones and the Secrets of Rat. Room at the top at the U of A.
Yes,
RATT. Indiana Jones and the Secrets of Rat.
Okay.
I have another one. I know
Let's
you guys
hear it.
want to think. Indiana Jones and the Pyramids of Glass.
How about, Indiana Jones and the Balls of Destiny?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Trying to get to the edge of the white mud.
Yeah, I'll have to refer to my dad here. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Nothing comes to mind right away. What did
So the actual titles, Benny, are Raiders of the Lost Ark,
yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, in which Sean Connery plays Indiana Jones's father. Very, very fun movie. And then it was over. That was okay,
yeah.
Benny.
That was
I want to tell you
it.
something. At the end of that movie, they literally rode off into the sunset.
Yeah.
That was the last
Yeah.
shot. Indiana Jones, the dad, the Jonathan Rhys Davies character is
Yeah.
Sala.
Yeah.
And then the who was it that played the professor, the
Yeah,
other gentleman?
yeah.
They literally rode off into the
Yeah.
sunset. It was like, that's it. We've done 3. At that point, it was like, Ford's getting too old. Connery's obviously a senior citizen. It's done. We got this franchise, 3 movies in 9 or 10 years. It's good. I mean, we ended with that. It was about finding the whole Holy Grail. It's like, what else can he possibly do? That's it. We're done. Then along came Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which I think is the worst one. I thought it was a slight bounce back with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Not as good as the first 3, but
That's the last
I was
one?
more pulled into it. I'm pretty sure it's called Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and that has
Yeah.
time. So there's always something supernatural in it, Ben. Like he's not a paranormal investigator, but he's an archaeologist, so it's artifacts and lore and legends. So the first one's the Lost Ark.
Yes.
And Nazis. Temple of Doom is like mystical rocks and cults, and a cult in India.
Stealing children. Hates that.
Yeah. And then the Last Crusade is,
Nazis.
and the Holy Grail. The Crystal Skull was like an alien one. I remember was it an alien skull or something like that?
Skulls.
And then Dial of Destiny was tight. I didn't mind Dial of Destiny. It was fun enough. Crystal Skull just didn't work.
No.
So anyway, Mex Bezozu.
Oh, did you get
Indiana Jones and the Decade of Darkness. There it is. Like, how do you top that?
You
how,
can't.
how do you
Shoot.
top that?
That's one where gosh, why didn't I think of that? The decade.
Yeah, how do you not think of that? Double A, Indiana Jones and the Whales of Wem. They're coming in. Lots of West Edmonton Mall stuff. Indiana Jones and the Tunnels of Wem. Whoa, man, there's too many. Indiana Jones and the Last Yellow Slide of Klondike Days. Yeah, you could just call it the Last Yellow Slide. Indiana Jones and the Giant Slide. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Dinner Theater District. All right. Mex has the clubhouse lead.
Yeah, that's it.
I do like mine, though. I'm biased. I'm
That is
biased
good.
to mine.
I was trying to think of Indiana Jones and the potholes of destruction.
Potholes of doom.
The potholes of doom. That's a good.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Because it's got to have a cadence to it. Like it just needs to have the certain number of syllables, it seems. So anyway, that's the off-topic topic. Hey, text your friends, get their submissions, or tell them to tune in and post. Because I think this can be a good one. Because I feel like he's a bit of a universal character. I don't think I'm.
Yeah.
Yes, he came out when Gager and I were younger, but I feel like. I mean, Benny, you haven't seen the movies, but you knew exactly who I was talking about.
It was my favorite ride at Disneyland growing up.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a timeless character.
Yeah.
The off-topic topic for William Huff, maybe Bruce from William Huff will have something.
Oh, he should.
The title for an Indiana Jones movie set in the city of Edmonton. Okay? All right, we better take a break. We will have Jay's play of the day, even though he's off this afternoon, and we have lots.
Tons.
You can just tell people I just lost my place. We have lots. Here's Betty with a sports update.
Underway in Toronto as they opened their World Cup campaign against Bosnia. Alphonso Davies was unavailable for the match. Bosnia took the 1-0 lead courtesy of Javo Lukic, but it's Kyle Larin tying the game for Canada. That game ended in a 1-1 draw. More World Cup action is on the schedule later tonight with the United States set to take on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is at 7. Week 2 of the CFL continues this evening as the Montreal Alouettes clash with the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson have the call, while Edmonton's own Justin Lawrence will not suit up for Montreal. This one gets going at 5. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays kick off a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Ryan Weathers gets the start for New York, while Trey Savage will toe the rubber for Toronto. First pitch is set for 5:35. Elsewhere around the MLB, the Cardinals battle the Twins, the Astros take on the Royals, the Rays face the Angels, the Rockies meet the Athletics, and the Cubs and Giants wrap up tonight's slate. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks return home to begin a 3-game series against the Valley Pippins. First pitch from Remax Field is scheduled for 7:05, and you can listen live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in CEBL action, the Edmonton Stingers hit the court tomorrow, looking to improve on their 3-4 record. They'll take on the league-leading 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with a tip-off set for 7. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game at Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Darnell Nurse asks for a trade, agrees it's time for a fresh start. Written by Friedman and Speck. This is what we were hearing this morning, that it's reached the point where it's getting more formal. So now sources saying Nurse has given a list of 3 to 5 teams he would consider. He has the right to limit the number of legit destinations.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more, as Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said great job? Happy hour. Your boss said per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, Canada with a draw to open up the World Cup in Toronto. Kyle Lauren with the goal in the 78th minute, 119 seconds after he reported into the game. Bosnia scored in the 21st minute in the first half. So 1-1 is the result. Tonight, the United States taking on Paraguay. So the three host countries will have played their matches. And on we go for over the next month here following the World Cup. Joaquin Gage in for Jason Milne for the first hour of the show today. Our off-topic topic for William Huff, the title for an Indiana Jones movie set in the city of Edmonton. Lots of good submissions. Nate the Builder says Indiana Jones and the Search for Babcock. Also ties in a Star Trek title, The Search for Spock, Search for nice. Babcock. Big Uke, Indiana Jones and the Defenseman of Blame. Confight says Indiana Jones and the Swinging Bat. I assume he be the 118th Ave giant metal bat. Lots of good ones coming in here.
I don't know who said this because I don't have the name, but Indiana Jones and the Bike Lane to Nowhere.
That's pretty good.
Indiana Jones and the Cakes of Green Onion. I mean, they're famous in Edmonton, right? That's good.
The Cakes of Green Onion.
Indiana Jones. I love the food references. Indiana Jones and the Doom of Donair. I think I've had that.
Oh my goodness,
that's good.
Yeah, a lot of. We can't read all of them on air, but we're laughing and we'll come back to this too. But there's tons of funny ones which we really appreciate. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We have it going. Benny's got it going. I think I figured out a way to get it through an app, maybe.
Yep.
So I don't have to get it on my computer. Hey, I ain't the sharpest cookie in the barn, Benny.
Sharpest cookie in the barn.
No, I certainly am not. All right, let's go. We've got to tell you that portions of this hour presented by Lamley's, built for the job, made with quality craftsmanship and designed for job protection with cowboy-worthy durability. Lamley's workwear combines safety with all-day comfort, featuring brands like Ariat Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed to withstand tough conditions and deliver performance across every job site. Visit lamleys.com/work to see how Lamley's can make your workday better.
LAMMLES.
So, Gager, a great show today with you and Hernan on EST Afternoons. Just watching the game with everybody and reacting. It was awesome. I was watching it in the boardroom. So I had a friend text me like, "Oh, you guys all watching the game together?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, technically, no. I'm by myself in the room, but it was pretty cool." So I want to ask you this: you played hockey, obviously, in the best league in the world. Played professionally all around the world. You're still a very good athlete. When you see the sport of soccer, because I always find this fascinating, like other high-end athletes generally respect high-end athletes, and then they'll often say, well, yeah, I'm in the NHL, but I could never do what they do. What is it about the sport of soccer that you're like, oh, man, that's tough?
I didn't realize this till actually I started playing in Europe, because the European hockey season usually starts even a month before things really start getting going. It's more like coincides with like major junior, right?
Okay.
So I would leave in August. So the camps would start, and of course, a lot of times you're doing stuff outside, like training and things. And we would play soccer. And I remember the first time that, and it was in Germany where I played. Oh, we're gonna go play soccer. I go, perfect. Let's go do this, because I could run, and I was doing it here with the guys I was working out with. Like we had little 3-on-3 games, so of course we got a little bit better. But I thought I was playing against the Deutsch master team. Like I didn't touch the ball once, and these guys, like I remember one of the guys on my team. It was just a skinny little runt, right? And it was a young guy, and I thought, oh, I'll just muscle this guy out and take the ball from him. He put his arm into my ribs, and I think I made this weird sound. And the way he could protect the ball from me and pass it, and it was like a couple minutes in, then I realized, oh, right. This is the sport that these guys grow up thinking they're going to play. Hockey's like, it's kind of like a Canadian who all these, most likely a lot of guys can skate,
right?
Because they grew up here.
Yeah.
And these guys grew up most likely playing soccer at an extremely high level. Deutschland or Germany's always like a very competitive World Cup team. So I was, okay. So yeah, then I realized, nope, I wouldn't be able to play this game professionally.
Right.
There's not a chance. I was a good football player, so I thought maybe I could have, if I kept with it, I might have been able to play professionally. Who knows? But yeah, the soccer, definitely not. It's kind of like hockey, where you have to grow up with it in one of those ravenous countries to be successful. And of course, we have great Canadian football players, but no, it was an eye opener for sure.
Yeah, dramatic goal for Canada today. Kyle Lauren coming off the bench, like I said, scoring just less than 2 minutes after he came into the game. So that was in the 78th minute. So really with about 18 minutes left, it turned out, because there were 6 minutes of injury time. Certainly it was getting tense, and Canada had tons of chances and tons of ball control. I mean, in the first half alone, Canada had 10 corner kicks. Yeah. You'd think one of those you're getting a chance, and they did have a couple of good chances. A couple of saves by the Bosnian keeper, a lot of sort of almost or missed opportunities, but you saw Canada's skill, you saw their relentlessness, and now they have a couple, tougher opponents coming up. I mean, Qatar is slightly higher ranked than Bosnia, and Switzerland is 19th, with Canada being 35th. There was a lot of talk about how this stadium would look in Toronto. To me, it did look a little small, and that was even with the extra seating put in.
Is that because of last night, though, watching some of those games? Like seeing
the Mexican game, I was like, when does it end?
It's like, wow, when they say nosebleeds, they like, I know the elevation is like 7,000, but those seats are probably what, 8,500?
Right.
You literally need oxygen in that stadium at the upper level.
Yeah, that was amazing. No, I didn't see the game in the evening. Was that in another huge one? The Czechia-Korea game?
Yeah, that was in Guadalajara.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, same type of thing. They just looked exhausted at the end of it.
Yeah. Well, wasn't that Mexican game partially in the rain, and then I think it got sunny near the end. That was on yesterday afternoon when here. I'm going to enjoy watching this tournament. I mean, it'll be nice for us. There's games. There's a couple games, I think, that start at 10 or 11. So we'll be able to sit in the boardroom, and even if we're not sitting and fully watching, it's cool to have. I think most days of the week here, you will have something. Well, let's look. So let me go back to all the scores. So we're off on the weekend. So on Monday, there's a game at 10 and a game at 1. Belgium, Egypt at 1.
Perfect.
Tuesday, France, Senegal at 1. Wednesday, England, Croatia is at 2. but Portugal and Congo play at 11. Next Thursday, Switzerland, Bosnia at 1. Canada, Qatar at 4. So Mill and I will have the watch party. And then next Friday, 1 week from today, U.S. Australia at 1.
Oh my
So
gosh.
all next week, there's only 9 of the 10 hours you and Hernan will be on together. There's a game going on.
We're just doing commentary until the Oilers sign a coach and trade nurse.
Yeah. Still.
No, that was fun. That was fun because Hernan knows more.
Oh, he knows way more.
He knows way more. Like he's way more involved in this than I am. So, but I'm in. I actually watched last night. Like I was quite in, and it was a good game. So, and I mean, sports like during the day is great, especially like on the world stage. Everyone has it. You know, you're not the only one watching this. There's people all over the planet watching this stuff. Right?
Yeah.
This is kind of exciting. Doesn't Wimbledon start next week too? Like when does Wimbledon?
Is that next week already?
Yeah, it's got to be right around the corner. Like there is.
Well, this week's the Canadian Open golf. The U.S. Open's next weekend already, right? Because it coincides with Father's Day.
Like,
yeah, so this is a fun. Well, yesterday Jay Milne just Googled best June ever. For sports, and it said June of '94 because of the NBA Finals and Stanley Cup Final. Both went 7 games, and both involved the New York team.
Wasn't that the OJ chase?
And the OJ chase, which I guess was not really a sports story, but a sports
auto racing.
Sports, yeah. Sort of a plotting race. Les says Indiana Jones and the Funky Pickle. Another good one for Mex. Indiana Jones and the Jungle of Rum.
Oh, lots of nights at the Jungle of Rum.
Oh my God, people are funny. We'll another one from Les. Indiana Jones and the Dome of Butter. He's gonna find something on campus and points him to the butter dome.
That's good.
A lot of good stuff. All right, can you stick around till the top of the hour?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah. We got walking. Oh, was there anything that since we got the text open? Were there any movies in the text line, Ben?
Yeah, I thought Bronco Nick had a good one. Indiana Jones and the Double E naming mystery. And then there's did you guys get to Collingwood, Robs?
I can't remember.
Indiana Jones and the Shirley tire fire.
Oh, jeez.
So there's been a couple of those. Indiana Jones and the Riverboat of Sandbars from Barry the Cheater. There's been a lot of good text.
Yeah, there could be some good ones with the Riverboat. Yeah, that would be
I like Big Dave's better than mine. It's Indiana Jones and the Orbs of Tellus.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good
better.
way to. But you threw up. This is fun because we can workshop ideas, right?
That's way better than mine.
And narrow them down. Okay, that's the off-topic topic for William Huff. The title for an Indiana Jones movie set in Edmonton. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Why wait for a good time? Started early at the Canadian Brewhouse. Happy hour runs Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Deals starting at $3.99. Your couch can't compete with the Canadian Brewhouse. Here's Benny.
Canada opened its World Cup campaign in Toronto against Bosnia and ended with both sides sharing points. Bosnia struck first as Javo Lukic gave his side a 1-0 lead, but it was off with Alphonso Davies being unavailable. Kyle Larin stepped in for Canada, finding the equalizer as the match finished with a 1-1 draw. More World Cup action is still coming later tonight, with the United States taking on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Week 2 of the CFL season continues this evening as the Montreal Alouettes square off with the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson will have the call, while Edmonton product Justin Lawrence remains out for Montreal. Kickoff goes at 5. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays begin a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Ryan Weathers gets a start for New York, while Trey Savage takes the mound for Toronto. First pitch is scheduled for 5:37. Elsewhere around the majors, the Cardinals take on the Twins, the Astros battle the Royals, the Rays face the Angels, the Rockies meet the Athletics, the Cubs and Giants cap off the night's MLB slate. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks return to Remax Field to open a 3-game home series against the Valley Pippins. First pitch is set for 7:05. You can catch all the action live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And on the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers are back in action tomorrow, looking to prove their record from 3-4. They'll host the league-leading 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with tip-off scheduled for 7. The sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. No permission to speak with them. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at paramountflooring.ca. More of the Reid Wilkins Show on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
Darnell Nurse, I could see in the most Oilers fashion. I would almost guarantee this. I think he will get traded at some point. I think the writing's on the wall, and I think he's starting to see that. I think he's a smart man, but I could just see wherever he goes, he would just flourish. He would just be so good. Like the pressure's gone, clean slate. I think he could have a career year.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer's men's national team. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more. As Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation,
one job, one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit paramountflooring.ca today.
All right. Appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne, 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Joaquin Gage in for Mr. Milne for another segment here. And Benny Thompson at the technical desk filling in for Zachary Kubish today. But this has gone, I thought this would go well. It's going better than I thought it would. The off-topic topic for William Huff, the title of an Indiana Jones movie set in Edmonton. Chimera Tech 8. I hope I'm saying that right. Indiana Jones and the Donuts of Aikens.
I just lost it. I don't know who said this. Indiana Jones and the Curse of the Brooks Banner, I think it was.
Oh, the Garth Brooks Banner. I was like, what? 780-914. Oh, that's the start of my phone number. So 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Somebody saying, I missed the game. What was the crowd like? Was it not over 40,000 in Toronto?
Yeah, I think.
It was a good crowd, a nervous crowd. Good explosion when Canada scored. The only thing I found kind of a downer, like when the game ended, the ball was out of play, and the commentator was just like, "Yeah, well, there's the final whistle."
Yeah.
It's because we were hoping Canada was going to get one more offensive thrust, but that didn't happen. But it was exciting to watch. It's cool to watch. I saw during your show, Gager, and Hernan and I got it noon to 1 on the Whale Stream. I hate this sport.
No,
what? It's kind of one of those. I'm sorry, everybody. If does it even need explaining? We will talk about it and have guests on and have fun with it. Yeah. And I prefer Canada being in it than all the years they weren't in it. Mm-hmm. And you're sitting there watching, thinking, if soccer's not your thing, you're welcome to tell us that. That's why we're here. But we're not gonna accommodate you in this case and talk about things that aren't as a big a deal, because this was fun. There was a match today while we were on air, and hey, we got a point. So what do we need now? Do we need?
Oh, yeah. Because we're just going by the rankings, right? So Bosnia is the lowest ranked team in that group.
Yeah.
So I think you want Bosnia to lose. I think Canada has to win one.
So, okay, now where I was looking, now it says Canada's 30th.
Mm-hmm.
I just looked on the FIFA site. I saw it said 35. Anyway.
They have to beat Qatar, don't they?
Canada pretty much has to beat Qatar.
Yeah.
And then I would think... So the way it works is, and I know for a lot of you, it's like, I know Reid, but a couple of friends were texting me today, be like, okay, did you get something for a tie? And I'm like, yeah, it's a point for a tie, but it's 3 for a win.
Yeah.
So, and then the top 2 teams in the pool advance, and then there are 12 pools, and the 8 best third place teams out of the 12 advance. So if you can get to 4...
You're pretty much
gives you a pretty good chance. But do you want Bosnia and Qatar to tie, preferably where they play each other? Like if Canada beats Qatar and then Canada even loses to Switzerland, that would get Canada to 4 points.
I'm intrigued by them playing Switzerland because part of it is this. There was talk about the finish of Canada, and we kind of saw that, a little bit of that, right? But how much do you place nerves, home soil? I mean, not many teams get a police escort in their home country. That was pretty cool. Like the lead up to this game was so now that they've had one under their belts, maybe they settle in a little bit more. And this was they're going to play Qatar. It's a game where they're supposed to win, but yeah. Is the Switzerland game house money?
Well, okay, so let's look at it this way. Let's say Switzerland does what they're supposed to do and beats everybody, including Canada. Okay. That's 3-0 for Switzerland.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Canada does indeed beat Qatar. Then yes, then you could have Qatar beat Bosnia, or Qatar. Then I think Qatar and Bosnia having a draw, because then Canada's second.
Yeah.
Then you don't even have to worry about getting into the third place rankings.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. Obviously, is to
you'd
try
like
to
just
first.
win both. Yeah,
and win the next 2, and then you're solid.
But certainly a Canada win over Qatar is huge. If they draw Qatar, then you're like, oh, no, because then if you lose to Switzerland, you're stuck there with 2 points. You're not going to be one of the you might not be third in the pool.
Yeah, you might not even make it,
and you probably won't be one of the better third place teams.
So that's Canada's 3rd goal at the World Cup.
Because Davey scored, and then there was an own goal last time. And they said today it was the first time Canada had fallen behind at the World Cup and tied the game. So. Yeah, I love getting into all the combinations. Well, if somebody beats this guy, what if this happens? And I like, you were saying it during the commercial, I like, as you do, having 3 points for a win.
It just, like, you see how much it means right now to win in regulation. And I understand there's different, but the fact that the NHL like they're already going to 84 games, so that asterisk that purists always talk about. Wow, you can't go to 3 points because it knocks everything out of whack for regular season points and things. I don't think so. I think there's value when it's placed on winning a game in regulation. And now with 84 games, like you're making changes anyways. So why not go to 3 points for a win in the NHL? Because I think it would be quite interesting coming down the stretch at the end of the year for teams. We've already seen how close it is anyways right now. You might see different strategies those last 10 games to make sure that these teams are trying to win those games in 60 minutes.
So tomorrow in Canada's group, Qatar, Switzerland play
at noon
in Santa Clara, so the 49ers stadium. I think it's 1 o'clock our time. Is that right, or is it noon our time?
Oh, I don't know. I just saw noon, but now we've
might be noon. It might be noon Pacific.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, would you prefer Switzerland? Fine, just kick the crap out of Qatar. Or are you like, well, maybe Qatar can draw, and then everybody's got 1 point after one game?
I mean, yeah, maybe a Qatar draw.
You wouldn't mind that?
Yeah,
because then you keep Switzerland in play.
Then who knows? They're the team that's supposed to win, right? Maybe they're too fat and sassy, as Hernan.
Those fat Swiss.
Too much chocolate and cheese. Two of the best things ever.
All right. Jay's not here today, but we still have this.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And it is presented by Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. You have to be 18 and older to play. And if you gamble, use your game sense. So go to playalberta.ca, the Play Alberta app, click on sports, click on EST specials. We always have a ton of stuff there. We got Benny's Blind Rouges. That's a new one. Is this the first time you've had something on, Benny?
No, I've had a bet before on Play Alberta. I had my first one, a couple of weeks ago. I think I had the Columbus Blue Jackets beating the Kings, and I ended up not winning. But
okay, so what's your before we get to Jay's play? Explain your Betty's Blind Rouges.
Honestly, that's one of many bets that we threw up today on the lock shot with Jay. So I'm actually I forget. Let me go find it. I'm pretty sure this was the Alouettes and Argos, the over and the spread to be 10.5 for Toronto.
So you got Toronto's a 10.5 point dog.
Yeah.
Really?
So you got Toronto to lose. Toronto can still lose, but by 10 or less.
Yes.
And if they win, obviously you're fine.
Yes.
Okay, that's an interesting one. So 51.5. Okay, so how many total points have there been in the CFL games this season? So last night there was a lot. 37 and 27. Is that 64? That's a lot.
Yep.
Edmonton and Ottawa got to 50. Winnipeg and Calgary last week got to 58. And Montreal and Hamilton got to 57. So you're going over. So everything's been over today's line. If I did the math right on the fly.
Argos are 7-point dogs. We move the line.
You move the line.
Yeah.
Okay. That's still quite a bit. I mean,
it's tons.
I mean, Chad Kelly's good. Good quarterback. I think as a human being, we can debate. But but I know he hasn't played in a while. But still, I feel like that's a lot. Well, I guess the Argos lost their coach and all that. And it is in Montreal. Now, Justin Lawrence is out, right? Our buddy, the center. He's an excellent offensive lineman. But Davis Alexander has yet to lose
a regular season.
Game. Okay. That's a good one. So, Jays, we have a bunch of other stuff, some NBA things combined with hockey on one of them. But Jays play of the day. Oh, he's also going football. He's also going Friday night football. Well, Dusty's calling the game.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So tonight, you got the Jays, you Savage pitching against the Yankees. You have Friday night football. You got another World Cup game.
USA Paraguay's tonight?
That's at 7. Yeah. So it's like. So anyway, Jays play of the day is Argos at Owls. He's also taking the over, as he always does, 51.5 points. And he has the Argos winning the first quarter. That's a little over 5-1, almost 5.5-1.
In Montreal, the Argos winning?
Yeah, he has the Argos jumping out on the Owls.
Maybe they're full themselves. First game, right? So
First game for
Toronto.
Toronto. Yeah, Montreal beat Hammer. That was the overtime game, right?
Yeah.
That was a good game.
It was a good game.
No, I didn't get. How was the game last night? I didn't, because I went to the movie and then I watched the. Did you just watch the hockey?
I was doing work and then I watched it was hockey and then I watched the foosball.
Yeah, but 37-27. I mean, there's no short. Sometimes the offenses start slow in the CFL.
Yeah,
doesn't really.
Coleros just went off for 460 yards or whatever it was. Like, dude, like just
Really?
and
they lost.
Like, yeah, it's like crazy.
Okay, so Toronto, Montreal tonight, and that BC Sask tomorrow. That's a good one. We haven't seen those two teams yet.
Yeah. How many times do you see Eric on the broadcast?
Yeah, Eric's going. Hey, is he probably driving down right now?
Yeah. He usually gets on the broadcast.
Because when the West Final was there, it wasn't last year, wasn't it? Or was it the West Semi the previous year? I don't think he went, because when we went, we were still in our old location. I don't know if he went to the playoff game last year. Maybe he did. So Jay's play of the day, Argos at Owls, over 51.5. And the Argos have to win the first quarter. That is 5.3-1. So that would be what, plus 430? The way you guys do it. I'm old fashioned. I just like the. And you guys, wow, your screw it, let's do it parlay is almost 14-1. Brazil beating Morocco. Antonelli, am I saying the names right?
Kimmy
to win the Barcelona GP, and Stankoven to score tomorrow. Okay, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
These are good.
These are really good. I think that's a good chance of that.
Yes.
I like that one. I haven't liked a lot of ours, especially Coop's picks.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But he's getting them right.
Yeah.
I like the stall goal. Like,
I mean,
come on.
This guy's been
But he's been unreal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I had to continue the anytime goal.
I know we got to break in. You got to go, Gager.
Yeah.
I'll just be quick.
Yeah, this is
the way Stahl scores. I know he has a couple wrist shot snipes, but it's like hack at the rebound, deflect the puck.
I heard.
Oh, what team doesn't do that?
Exactly.
How many deflection goals do the?
How many dumps chases with purpose?
Yeah.
The Aho goal, which was one of the nicest goals of the playoffs, all started from the soft dump in the corner.
Yeah.
With pressure, right? Got the puck out, got it back. Unbelievable skate to stick, all one motion. But it all started because that's difficult, Reid. It's a lot easier to carry the puck in and try to make something happen.
Yeah.
That's easy. Dumping it, going and get it and winning that battle, that's difficult.
Yeah.
And I think that's Babcock's. That's what he's got to get into these guys.
Or whoever the coach is.
Mike Babcock.
All right, Gager, thanks for sticking around.
Thank
Have a great
you, Reid.
weekend. Joaquin Gage sitting in for Jay here for the first hour. Benny and I are going to take you home. We have a lot of fun things to get to. Here's the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
I think if they draw Bosnia, they beat Qatar, they lose to Switzerland still. And then 5 points, which is 2 draws. So a draw against Bosnia and Switzerland and a beat Qatar is plus 800. But I like 7 points at plus 400 if you're looking for that one for Canada. The stage of elimination is always a fun one.
I bet the ladder on that one. I went Canada to advance. Great. Canada to reach the round of 16.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
Worksite ready, Western tough. Lamley's Workwear is calling all tradespeople, oil and gas crews, construction workers, farmers, and hard-working Canadians. Built for the job with quality craftsmanship, job site protection, and cowboy-worthy durability. Trusted brands like Airy at Work and Wrangler Rigs, designed for performance and all-day comfort on the toughest sites. No matter the season, Lamley's has the workwear you need. Shop the full range now at lamleys.com/work.
LAMMLES.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown, hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks, Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Canada's World Cup opener in Toronto ended in a 1-1 draw against Bosnia. Bosnia opened the scoring through Javo Lukic, but despite being without Alphonso Davies, Canada responded with Kyle Larin finding the equalizer to earn a point. World Cup action continues later tonight as United States take on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff for that match is set for 7. CFL Week 2 rolls along this evening with the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson will be on the call, while Edmonton native Justin Lawrence has been ruled out for Montreal. Kickoff is scheduled for 5. The Blue Jays open a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight in Major League Baseball. Ryan Weathers gets the nod for New York, while Trey Savage will start for Toronto. First pitch is set for 5:35. Elsewhere around the MLB, the Cardinals face the Twins. The Astros square off with the Royals. The Rays battle the Angels. The Rockies take on the Athletics, and the Cubs and Giants close out tonight's schedule. Back at Remax Field, the Edmonton Riverhawks begin a 3-game homestand against the Yakima Valley Pippins. First pitch goes at 7:05. You can listen live on Edmonton Sports Talk audio streams. And in the CEBL action, the Edmonton Stingers return to court tomorrow, looking to improve their 3-4 record. Standing in their way are the 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars. The tip-off is set for 7 o'clock. The sports update is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. The Elks have their home opener June 20th against the Alouettes. It's going to be a big one. Lock in your tickets at goelks.com/tickets. Second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Okay, happy Friday, everybody. 11 minutes after 4. You can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino at Tap 25. 50% off the entire menu. That's all menu items, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. RiverCreeResort.com. Always a lot of great shows rolling through there as well. And they present our afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. It's been a busy inbox today. I'm glad that many of you have wanted to contribute to our off-topic topic presented by William Huff. The title for an Indiana Jones movie set in the city of Edmonton. So, for example, Dirty Dawn, Indiana Jones and the Accidental Beach. That's pretty good. That would be something Indiana Jones is, like an island rising out of the water mysteriously. That's not sort of exactly what happened with Accidental Beach, but we could work on the screenplay for sure. Chris Perper, Indiana Jones and the Search for the End of the World. Of course, that's a Edmonton landmark location, which is fun to visit. Where's this other one here that I wanted? Indiana Jones and the Theft of Wayne. That's coming in as well. We did that one. Anyway, a lot of good stuff coming in. You can post in the nasty chat as well. If you are watching us on YouTube this afternoon, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't done so already, and give the show a thumbs up. We're almost at 60 thumbs, just past the hour point. We want to get to at least 100 by the time we get to 6 o'clock. So get in there and click that thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. You can also email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, though Jay is off for the show today. And post in the nasty chat. Send us text messages. We'd love to hear from you. Benny, are you ready yet? Or you need a couple? Are you ready? Okay, we're gonna. Benny Thompson is here. We usually have some Friday fun with him, and it's all part of the afternoon debate presented by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Memberships available at egmgolf.com, and EGM Golf offers discounted rates for seniors and first responders. All right, so Benny usually has fun, with Jay and I. Today, just me doing some sort of a ranking or a list or making us look like old fools because we don't know who Drake is, things like that.
Yeah, things like that. Well, we have some music I think to play first.
Oh, right, the 4-second theme song.
15, actually.
Oh, sorry, okay.
Benny's blind rankings.
Here's your abrupt ending.
Yeah, what happened to that? Why did it get cut off?
That's what AI gave us, man. I don't know what to tell you.
But did you notice on the jerseys it has the opponent and the date on the soccer jerseys?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, like when you watch the highlights.
Yeah.
It has Canada versus Bosnia-Herzegovina, June 11th.
So that's a good trademark. That's good for looking back when you have the jersey.
Right.
That's cool. Okay.
And I guess if somebody says, "Oh, I have a game-worn jersey," you'd be like, "Oh, really?" Because it doesn't have the game on it.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so for today, we're gonna do another Keep 3 Cut 5, and we're gonna make this World Cup related. Okay?
Oh, good. Okay.
Specifically, the anthem.
All right.
I'm going to give you Canadian artists that you would want to sing the Canadian anthem to start off the World Cup.
No way. Okay. Yep. Now I assume you didn't put Alanis because she did it for real, correct? Alanis Morissette. Well,
maybe you were happy with her performance.
Keep 3. I didn't get to hear it. The sound was down.
Okay,
but I was kind of happy it was her.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good. Everybody will know who it is. You ought to know who Alanis is. And I thought that was pretty good. As much as I'm usually curmudgeonly and in disagreement with everything, I thought that she was a good choice. So Keep 3 Cut 5 Canadian artists to sing the Canadian anthem before a World Cup game or today's game?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. World Cup
Canadian
game.
World Cup game. All right.
Okay.
I'm keeping 3 and I'm cutting 5.
Yeah, you are.
All right.
I will lead you off with Shania Twain.
I think I have to keep that because she's one of the biggest Canadian artists of all time. She's known globally. She's still going. I think she recently turned 60. So, she's not... It's not like you're putting out someone who maybe isn't quite the same. Though I would want her to start the national anthem by saying, "Let's go, girls." But I have a lot of respect for Shania. You know, I don't know all the music. I wouldn't say I like every song. And I was going to say I'm not a huge country fan, though a lot of people will say, well, it's more pop. I guess it's pop country.
Yep.
I do think, what was the big album, Come On Over? I think so. That's like that. There's legitimately a lot of good songs on there.
Yep.
I think that has, that don't impress me much. What was the other one where they did like the Irish dancing in the video? I can't remember all the songs. You Win My Love, maybe that was off an earlier one. But I'd have to say Shania Twain. Like, she's pretty iconic as a Canadian artist. So if you rolled her out to sing the anthem, I'd be like, yep, that's
makes sense.
Some of the biggest albums ever by a Canadian.
Right. So, okay.
And I think vocally she could do it.
Right.
You know,
she has capabilities.
You know, she could sing a traditional anthem and make it sound good. Yeah.
Okay. So you're keeping Shania Twain.
I'll get it right off the top. I'm going to keep Shania Twain.
Okay. Next, I'm going to go with Justin Bieber.
All right. I'm going to cut the beeps.
Okay.
Again, he's very big. He's well known. I don't know how he would sound. I feel, do we still see the beeps? Is he still out and about?
He did Coachella.
Where's he from there? Stratford?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's got a star because that's where all the Shakespeare plays are in the summer, right? That's near Kitchener-Waterloo when I visit my cousins. I don't know if I'd be excited to see Bieber sing the anthem. I mean, I'm sure he would do a good job. It would. Let's face it. It would probably, of the two people you gave me, I feel like more people would be irritated by Bieber, and maybe even people your age might prefer Shania. It might be like, yeah, I get Shania. I was like, why does it have to be the Biebs?
I was in the pit when Shania was here for the Oilers Cup Final that first year.
Oh yeah, right.
I was there. And I really appreciated her performance.
While she was playing, I was interviewing Gary Bettman.
Really?
The first thing he said in the interview, he's like, "Well, you're making me miss Shania Twain for this." So you were there for Shania.
I was there. Yes,
and she did well.
She rocked it. Rocked the stage. It was awesome.
Yeah.
She killed it. But I will say, Bieber at Coachella started a whole trend on the internet of like girls going back to when they would fantasize over Bieber in the younger days because he was a very hot name and everything.
So how old is he now?
30?
He's in his 30s? Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. He is 32.
Okay.
So,
and I think Shania is 60.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
But I mean, it's felt like Bieber's been here forever because he blew up when he was 16, I believe.
Right. Yeah. Shania Twain is 60. Turned 61 in August.
Yeah. I mean, Bieber's got aura, man. Like that's what I'll give it to him.
Yeah, I mean he's a tempting choice, but for me, and I got to cut 5, so I didn't want to keep my first 2.
That's fair. Okay, we will move along. That's funny. Okay, next is
the chat is quite funny. Boy, Big Uke, not a fan of Bieber.
Not a fan at all, actually. Which is like okay, alrighty. Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut Avril.
Yeah?
She definitely had her moments. I think what are the songs I remember? I think Complicated and Skater Boy are fun songs.
Mm-hmm.
Were you even alive for those? Is that how old I am? No.
Well, Skater Boy is like I know the song.
Yeah, everybody knows
very well.
Boy. But she's kind of been. Is she still in the spotlight? Like, I don't know.
She's pulling back a little bit,
which is fine.
I think if she does something, I
still consider Shania a current performer.
Yes.
And wasn't she on some? Is she a judge on one of the shows now?
Avril?
No, Shania.
Oh, Shania. Is she on The Voice?
She on Canadian Idol or The Voice?
Maybe?
My parents will know, or somebody will put it in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut Avril. I respect all these artists. Like, it's hard to make an album and songs and several albums and songs that connect with people and sell and you can tour off of. So I respect what Avril did. Was she kind of like her look? It wasn't like goth and it wasn't grunge, but it was sort of that
skater kid
era. Like she did a good job with that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to cut Avril Lavigne.
Shania Twain hosted the 61st ACM Awards and joined the judging panel of Canada's Got Talent.
Okay. And she did some commercial for something last year, didn't she, too?
So,
was it like a chicken wings or hot sauce or something like that?
The McDonald's?
Or maybe it was McDonald's.
I think it's McDonald's.
Yeah, she was in a restaurant or something.
Yeah. Pretty sure she's at McDonald's. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being a bit of an unk cutting the younger people. Well, Avril's probably 40 by now.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. Okay.
Avril Lavigne is 41 years of age.
There you go.
No, she probably still performs and tours, but I don't know. Oh, she got divorced from Chad Kroeger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I'll go Vanilla Ice.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah.
I never knew he was Canadian.
Wait, no, sorry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sorry. No, he's not.
Who do you mean? Who did you mean? Who did you mean?
No, he is not. I searched it up too, and it was. Okay, sorry, I mixed that up. Guys, it's been a lot on my plate today. It's not Vanilla Ice.
You're doing a great job. Just let's keep rolling.
Thank you.
So is
Celine Dion's next on the list. Let me find someone.
Oh, Celine Dion.
Yeah, yes.
Oh. Now I know she's had some health issues, correct?
I believe. Yeah, let me check that.
So she had a rare neurological disorder, stiff person syndrome. She has, according to what is the story I'm seeing here, I just did a quick Google. March 30th, she announced a comeback tour after being diagnosed with this condition that affected her singing and her ability to walk. She's been through hell. She's doing her comeback. She says, I'm ready to do this. I'm feeling good. I'm strong. I'm excited. A little nervous. I think that would be incredible for her, given what she's been through and how successful she was, to sing the Canadian anthem before a World Cup game. I'm going to keep Celine Dion.
Okay.
Like, what a story.
Yeah,
that's emotional.
Okay. So you've kept Shania Twain, you've kept Celine Dion.
Yeah.
So now
I've cut Bieber and I've cut Lavigne.
Right. So that
means, are we down to 7 because Vanilla Ice was forforfeited?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. I added a new name.
Yeah, somebody else. Okay.
So we
remember, Def Leppard's British.
Yes. so we got 4 names left, I believe. Yeah. Four names left.
I only got one.
You only got one
left.
keep.
This is tough.
Next, I think I know your answer here. Drake.
Well, I'm going to cut Drake because I don't. Okay, this is my problem with Drake, and I've been listening to some Drake lately because I like listening to other people's interests so I can talk about them.
Right.
I don't know how Drake actually sounds. There's a lot of auto-tune, and I just feel like I don't know how he could actually sit there and belt out. I'm sure he could do it, but he wouldn't be anywhere near my first choice. So I have to cut Drake. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I just don't know how he would sound. To me, there's a lot of electronic adjustment with his music. And, he's basically rapping, right?
Well, he has an R&B flair to him. He can sing. He can sing.
Okay, but just what I hear from him, the cadence of it, I can't imagine him doing the anthem, though I'm sure he could. But I'll cut Drake.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Jasmine will join me in the next. I know that. Okay.
Well, Kevin's joining me.
Yeah. Yes.
Drake sucks. Good choice, Reid.
Ever since I've voiced I'm a Drake fan, I at least
oh my goodness,
at least one time a show, if I mention I'm a Drake, someone will say Drake sucks, which is fine. It's whatever. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Okay.
My goodness.
Next is Nickelback. Does that do it for you?
Look, I'm not a Nickelback hater. Most of their music, it's not quite the style of rock that I like. Though they definitely have some good songs. Burn It to the Ground, I think, is a classic arena rock song. But like Mutt Lange produced it, right? Mutt was like, "Hey, you want to do this? I can make you sound like this."
Right.
But I'm not a Nickelback hater, but I'm not a huge Nickelback fan either. That would be a good slice of Canadiana.
It would.
But I gotta admit, they're close. They're closer than Avril and Bieber were for me, but I'm gonna cut Nickelback. So we're keeping 3, cutting 5 Canadian performers to perform O Canada before a World Cup game.
Correct.
I've kept Shania Twain and Celine Dion. I've cut Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, Drake, and now Nickelback.
2 names left.
Okay. There's one I actually hope you have on there, but I don't know if you did it or not.
Okay. The Weeknd.
Oh. No, I don't know who the 8th one is. I might have to leave out somebody. Oh, I don't know what you did, Benny. The Weeknd has done a Super Bowl halftime show, right?
Yes.
He's huge.
Yes,
he can't feel his face.
Yes. Yep. He can't feel his face.
He can't feel his face. What else could he do? There's a lot of songs I like, actually. He's got Blinding Lights.
Blinding Lights.
I Feel It Coming. Was that one of his?
I feel it coming. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm keeping The Weeknd.
Okay.
I'm keeping The Weeknd.
Okay.
Just so I'm not doing, people can't say I'm a total unk. Now, are there no E's in Weekend, or there's no third E?
There's no third E.
So the Weeknd.
Correct.
I'm keeping The Weeknd, or as I call him, Abel.
Because you know him like that.
Abel Tesfaye. That's his name, right?
Yep.
And Drake is Aubrey Cummings.
Nope.
Aubrey Jackson.
Nope.
Aubrey Drake.
Nope.
Aubrey Smith.
Aubrey Drake is the middle name. Drake is the middle name.
Oh, that's his middle name. What's his actual name? It's Aubrey.
Aubrey Drake G. Graham.
Oh, yeah. You told me that. Okay. I feel pretty good so far. Now, I'm going to see what you did. I'm going to see how carefully you've listened to me since you've known me. Because you may have... Okay. I'll stop talking.
We'll see. Okay. So this means you'll be cutting Bryan Adams.
Oh, no. You did it to me.
I did it.
You made me cut Bryan Adams.
I did it.
Oh,
I did it. I was honestly kind of surprised you kept The Weeknd. I thought you were going to go full... You know what?
But then I'm gambling that you went Bryan Adams and not, Oscar the Grouch or something.
Yep.
Or like Fred Penner. Is he Canadian? I don't know if he's Canadian or some like strange artist. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Brian, if you're watching. I think he lives in London, England. Yeah, Fred Penner's Canadian. Oh, I cut Bryan Adams. Oh man. You did it.
I did.
You've been paying attention to me.
I did. I've been around you a lot to know.
Yeah.
That Bryan Adams would have you feeling away. So that's okay. Project Dumplings has Celine Dion, Bryan Adams, and The Weeknd. There you go.
But people are putting it in after the fact. I had to do it. I had to do it live, which is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, people can do that after the fact and say out of the 8 what they would have done. But I had to do it not knowing who was coming next. Now I almost wish I would have cut Celine Dion.
Yeah?
And gone Twain, The Weeknd, and Bryan Adams.
Okay.
Because then you sort of got... Bryan Adams is... I know the big album was in the 90s, but he was 80s, Shania, 90s and early 2000s, and then Weeknd since then. So I guess you could sort of say the same, that Celine was in the... Yeah, no, oh man, you did it, Ben. You boxed me in.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't be feeling great about that one. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised you left that, but
well, you did. You knew what you were doing, though.
I know.
You put Adams last on purpose.
I know.
You put Adams last on purpose. I'm pretty sure I remember talking to Bryan Adams about you a couple times.
Yes.
Mex is having himself a day. Reed says, "Please forgive me, Brian." That was a Bryan Adams song. Box Powder says that cuts like a knife. That's a Bryan Adams song.
Mex earlier said, I forgot about Nickelback, and this is how you remind me, Benny.
Oh my goodness.
He's on fire.
Like, does Mex actually do any work? Like, he claims to have a job. Or does he just sit there and come up with all these possible puns and then just post them at the right time?
He must.
He must indeed. Oh, Ben. So I'm keeping to sing national anthems, O Canada, before World Cup games. Shania Twain, Celine Dion, and The Weeknd. That's a pretty good lineup.
Yep.
I have cut Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, Drake, Nickelback, and Bryan Adams. You went big. You went with some of the biggest Canadian acts of all time.
I thought about making it not just artist, any Canadian to sing the national anthem, and just doing not artists and just going Ryan Reynolds. You could go
Eugene Levy.
Yeah, yes, like literally throw it out Gene Principe, to sing the national. I thought about going there, but I was like, you know what? No.
Scotty says, every little thing he does it for you, Reid. It's another. Do you know that song?
Nope.
That was a big song. That's from the movie Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Everything I do it for you. It's a ballad. And then it was on his album, Waking Up the Neighbors. I think it was number one for 11 weeks or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. Probably overplayed. Probably a little bit overrated. Like a good song. I don't even know if it was his best, but anyway. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Benny and I are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Hey, do you know about the June flavor of the month, the wing flavor of the month?
I don't. What is
Maui pineapple.
Oh, boy.
It's delicious. Flame grilled wings tossed in a sweet and tropical Maui pineapple sauce. We'll talk about the Oilers and stupid questions when we get back.
Canada settled for a point in its World Cup opener in Toronto, drawing Bosnia 1-1. Bosnia grabbed the early advantage through Javo Lukic. But even with Alphonso Davies and without it not in the lineup, Canada answered back as Kyle Larin buried the equalizer. The focus now shifts to tonight's World Cup matchup with the United States set to battle Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is slated for 7. Week 2 of the CFL continues tonight as the Montreal Alouettes take on the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson will have the call, while Edmonton product Justin Lawrence will miss the contest for Montreal. Kickoff goes at 5. Over to the Diamond, the Blue Jays open a 3-game series against the Yankees this evening. Ryan Weathers gets the ball for New York, while Trey Savage is scheduled for the start in Toronto. First pitch is at 5:35. Around the rest of the Major League Baseball, the Cardinals host the Twins, the Astros face the Royals, the Rays clash with the Angels, the Rockies meet the Athletics, and the Cubs wrap up the night against the Giants. Closer to home, the Edmonton Riverhawks kick off a 3-game series against the Yakima Valley Pippins at Remax Field. First pitch is scheduled for 7:05. You can hear the game live on the Edmonton Sports Talk audio stream. And on the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers are back in action tomorrow as they look to get back to 500 of the season. They'll face a tough test against the league-leading 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with tip-off set for 7. The sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood the Duke, locally owned and operated, serving the Duke and surrounding areas since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood the Duke. The Reid Wilkins Show continues on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan is our GS Construction hockey insider. The Golden Goose, which is Connor McDavid, if he's on board with this, the league and the PA has to be very careful. Because if he decides to put up his hand and said, you want to go against something that I want, I'll remember that when you need something from me. So it is kind of a, we'll call it a real muddied water situation here.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home.
Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Canada with a draw 1-1 against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Bosnia scored in the 21st minute. Canada pushing most of the afternoon. And then Kyle Lauren comes into the game. Less than 2 minutes after he's subbed in, he scores in the 78th minute, and Canada gets the draw. United States and Paraguay tonight. That's a different group, obviously, but another one of the host teams getting their tournament going, so that'll be fun to watch. Top of the hour, Dustin Nielsen on old TSN television doing play-by-play Argos Alouettes. Blue Jays are at 5:30, you said? Yankees?
5:35, yep.
Yankees at Toronto today. So lots to talk about. Benny just gave me his blind rankings, and of course, check out Jay's Play of the Day. Speaking of that CFL game, we got some interesting potential wagers on that on playalberta.ca, the Play Alberta app. Click on sports, click on EST specials. Jay's Play of the Day specifically, by the way, Jason Milne not in this afternoon. Argos Alouettes over 51.5 points, and Toronto has to win the first quarter. That's 5.3 to 1. What would the fractional be? How do I change that, Benny?
5.3 to 1?
So that would be, you got to get it to like all even numbers.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 18 to 5, something like that, around there. No, it'd be more than that.
Yeah.
It'd be like 28 to 1 or something like that. Yeah. Or 28 to 5.
Yeah.
Sure. There's somebody mad that I didn't round it off properly a couple weeks ago. I'm sure I made them mad again. All right. Appreciate you tuning in today. This is The Oil Understood, presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around. From turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors, they are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel!
Understood.
Let's talk a bit about the Cup Final, first of all. Now, Benny, I didn't see the whole game. As I was saying, I went to the movie last night. I watched the Stanley Cup in 30, the edited down version, which is pretty good. From what I saw, now people who saw the whole game, correct me, it looked like Carolina had control.
Yeah.
That they didn't give Vegas a lot in that game.
I mean, yeah, like I only got to catch the third period as well. I hit the range last night. And for me, what I was worried about with Vegas was that the fact that they were, maybe the wheels were going to fall off a little bit. It just felt like their run was, I don't know, like Carter Hart was just playing out of his mind and everything. And just, to me, it felt like Carolina was just playing solid hockey and consistent hockey, which is why I had Carolina in 6. And I felt like that was what you saw in last night's game, was Carolina was just the better team. They have some difference makers, man. Like I always worried that they didn't have like a big game guy, but I mean, Nikolai Ehlers had a ridiculous feed to Svechnikov backdoor. Svechnikov scored 2 goals. Aho had a big game. Like just, Bussy's in net now, and Freddie Anderson was a huge reason why the Hurricanes are where they're at now. But Bussy's coming and played really good for them. Like they they have this kind of next man up mentality, and when one line isn't doing that well, the other line will step up. Like the Hall, Stankoven, and Blake line, been the best line of hockey all playoff long. So it's just, Carolina Hurricanes, man, they look damn good heading into Game 6, which is on Sunday, I believe. So I mean, it's I personally think Carolina will take care of it, but right now, that last night, they looked like the better team. That's for sure.
And Gage and I were talking about it. Their ability to create chances off the forecheck. One goal right off a turnover. Another goal, I rewound it and watched it. It wasn't off a turnover. They just got to the puck first and won the puck. Got it back to the line. And then Aho was off the bench. Great play by Aho. Aho off his skate, flicks it in. So, I mean, clearly they have skill. You have to have skill, but they do these fundamental things that create their chances first, and then the skill gets them the goals. Whereas the Oilers, I think, when they get going the wrong way, they're doing it backwards. Literally, let's all skill. Oh, then maybe we'll work hard.
Yes,
at the end, as opposed to the other way around. So that's what impresses me about Carolina. You mentioned the goaltending. So Carolina doesn't use their rookie goalie for the entire playoffs. He goes in for the third period in overtime. Did lose that game, but now he's won the last two. Has looked pretty good. Carter Hart has allowed at least 4 goals in every game in this series, even though he's got a couple of wins. From after the game.
John, did you consider at all going to Aiden Hill in the third period, or was there any conversation you thought about it?
Christ, that could be the stupidest question I've heard.
Well, you really wanted me to challenge? You really want me to meet that challenge, Sean?
There's a lot more. There's a lot dumber questions to be asked in that moment than that. And listen, I completely get why Torts it rode with Carter Hart last night and didn't pull him. I get it. I do. But man, like 4 goals in every game that Carter Hart's played in the Stanley Cup Final. When the last time this team won the Stanley Cup, it was your backup that won it for him. Aiden Hill was sitting there backing up Carter Hart. So Johnny Lazarus was the one that asked that question, and I think the question is warranted. Like that is a fair question.
I think it's actually an appropriate question.
Yes.
There are far stupider questions.
Yes.
And I've asked them in my life. So if people are like, "Oh, Reid, you're making," no, I've asked stupid questions.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Lazarus has. Mark Lazarus, right?
Johnny.
Well, Johnny
Lazarus.
Oh, okay,
yes.
sorry.
Yeah. Works daily face off.
Because there's a Mark in Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, Mark. He's based in Chicago.
Yes.
So now I understand. I mean, that's how Tortorella reacts. Her and I were talking about it. He could have just said no, or he could have just been like, "Oh, come on, I'm not making a change." But this is Tortorella. I mean, I'm tired of his act. But it's just like it's actually a very legitimate question, because like we were just talking about, the other team changed goalies mid Stanley Cup Final and in a game and then stayed with them.
Yes.
And he has less experience than the guy you're being asked about putting in. As you said, Aiden Hill has won a Stanley Cup. Aiden Hill, I mean, Marchessault won the Conn Smythe. It could have been if Aiden Hill had played, because he didn't come in until halfway through the second round.
Because Brossoit got hurt.
Yep. And then Hill comes in, right? And there kind of wasn't a runaway winner that year.
Yeah.
So Marchessault got it because he scored a lot of big goals. I think he had a hat trick when they eliminated the Oilers.
Yep.
But yeah, that was actually a fair question. Like Bussy kind of went in with Carolina in not quite dire straits, but in a tough spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Hill's been in those spots. Now, Hart's been very good. I'm not saying he's letting in bad goals. But, I mean, even that long one on Svechnikov. It's one of those, you'd prefer it not to go in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we heard that a bunch on the post-game show. We've heard a lot over the year. I saw on Twitter, like, someone flipped it, like, going, like, I think Aiden Hill feels about Tort's comments there.
I don't know.
I'm with you. Like,
because he's not saying Hill's a bad goalie.
No, exactly. But he could feel a way about that. He could not even a thought to that question about like throwing me in. Trust me. I understand why Torts is riding with Carter Hart. I totally get it. I fully expect in Game 6 Carter Hart's going to start for the Vegas Golden Knights. But to me, it's absolutely an inappropriate question, especially with the circumstances that we saw in this final, where it's you're seeing Bussy come in and play for Carolina, and you're also seeing Carter Hart kind of lose it a little bit here. So, yeah, I again, Torts being Torts. That's just how I looked at that.
John, did you consider at all going to Aiden Hill in the third period, or was there any conversation you thought about it?
Christ, that could be the stupidest question I've heard.
If Tortorella's the Vegas coach next year, I'm going to go to one of his posts just to try to ask a stupider question. Is that now the stupidest question you've ever heard, Sean? He's such a little punk. Like he really is. He tries to be the bad boy and the mouthy guy and the surly guy. Like, I'm standing up for myself and my teammates. He just looks like quite frankly, he looks like a whiner sometimes. And I think he's very intelligent. Obviously, he knows the game. Clearly, he's done a heck of a job with the Golden Knights, but just enough with the act already. Like, you already got your team fined and cost them a draft pick because you're being a punk.
Yep.
So whatever. You get attention for it. They got beat last night. Like, I wonder if it shifted now. I wonder if Carolina just has more.
Yeah.
And Vegas is a little worn down now.
Yeah. That's definitely a possibility for sure.
780-218-9999. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. By the way, that was the afternoon inbox, the number. And we're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Catch every Stanley Cup final moment at the Canadian Brewhouse. Could end on Sunday, the loudest place outside the arena with TVs at every turn. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. Kevin says, but he's got his players back, which I like. Kevin, I agree that he has his players back, but does he have to act like that to express it?
That's where I there's a way of doing it to me that would have made more sense. Like you can go, like you can address that question and go, no, honestly, I didn't second guess Carter Hart. He's been the guy that's got us here. I trust him. And that answer would have gotten you, okay, he's got his players back, but it's also he's not beating the question down. You know what I mean? Like he acknowledges that it should be a question.
Yeah. All right. You can post in the nasty chat. Give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. She says Torts is the best, has some personality rather than the same bad answers. Kevin says, no, he's hard on journalists. He could be more civil for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's a figure that we talk about. I mean, I guess he's good for talk shows, but I'm just like, if you again, like I always say, you don't have to agree with me. If you like him, you can say, no, Reid, I like him, and here's why. We're probably not going to change each other's mind. Like, to me, enough is enough. A certain amount of that is okay, but the amount of times that he goes to that well, where I'm going to be the cranky guy, I'm gonna be the leather jacket wearing, cigarette smoking teenager that hangs out by the swings after school, it's like, okay, buddy, I don't know. I mean, he's a 60-something-year-old man. Yeah. But I guess I want that same leeway though when I get surly with people. Hey?
Sure.
All right, we'll call a quick timeout. I'm still going to get to my disclosure day review, more on the Cup Final, some Oilers chat. We'll probably touch on some football and NBA topics as well. Here's the sports update with Benny.
Canada earned a draw in its opening match of the World Cup, finishing level with Bosnia 1-1 in Toronto. Bosnia opened the scoring through Javo Lukic, but despite missing Alphonso Davies, Canada found an answer as Kyle Larin netted the equalizer. More World Cup action later on tonight with the United States taking on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is set for 7. CFL Week 2 continues this evening as the Montreal Alouettes square off with the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson have the call, while Edmonton's Justin Lawrence has been ruled out for Montreal. That game gets underway at 5. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays begin a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Ryan Weathers is expected to get the start for New York, while Trey Savage takes the mound for Toronto. First pitch scheduled for 5:35. Elsewhere around the majors, the Cardinals battle the Twins, the Astros take on the Royals, the Rays face the Angels, the Rockies clash the Athletics, and the Cubs meet the Giants to wrap up tonight's action. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks open a 3-game homestand against the Yakima Valley Pippins at Remax Field. First pitch goes at 7:05. You can catch the game live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in the CEBL action, the Edmonton Stingers return to the court tomorrow, looking to improve their 3-4 record. They'll take on the 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with tip-off scheduled for 7. This sports update is brought to you by the Ranch Golfing Club. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. It's why we're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com. The Reid Wilkins Show continues here on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Sometimes it's hard to fully describe what makes the World Cup so special for so many of us, for Hernan, for me, for Lieutenant Eric, for other people out there. It's just hard to fully describe why this match at 1 o'clock means so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even Canada yet.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Goodwill is
one shopper, finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket, a deal, one donor, letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant,
learning,
trying,
building skills,
building confidence,
building a future.
One purchase, one donation, one job,
one choice.
Goodwill is
the power of one, the power of one, the power of one, the power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Kayaks, bikes, camping gear? Make space for summer fun with Sentinel Storage. Spend more time on adventures with your outdoor gear and less time looking for them. Sentinel Storage. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
All right, thanks for joining us this afternoon. You can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999. It's presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. That big 20th birthday celebration ongoing until October 26th. Going to have over $1 million in prizes. Find out more at rivercreeresort.com. So we're talking about Tortorella. Big Dave says, so Tortorella specifically saying it was a stupid question to be asked about replacing Carter Hart. Big Dave says Adin Hill is a proven and recent cup-winning goalie. Once you're down 3 goals, it's dumb to not go to him. Far dumber than the question that was asked. That's an interesting way to put it. Bruce from William Huff. A shout out to the young guys. Benny, Zach, and Trevor have come a long way. Excited to hear more from them now. They have great mentors as well. Ah, there you go. You kids are all great.
Thank you.
So, I hope I'm not going overboard with this, but let me just expand on something about the Tortorella thing, okay? And I realize that there are some people, I've seen what it's like, especially since COVID. Like, some people hate media. They hate mainstream broadcasters. I know there are plenty of people who don't like me. Many of you still watch and listen to the show just to hope you can catch me screwing up or saying something you don't like. I get that that's the environment I'm operating in. So some of you, when a coach or a player smacks back at a media member, you're like, yeah, that media member deserves it. Screw these guys. Like, screw all these media people. They're all idiots. Okay, if you have that attitude, that's great. But let me put it to you this way. We're watching this Tortorella thing from afar, from a third-person point of view, right? We're not involved in it. let's say the Oilers were in the Stanley Cup Final, okay? And they'd had a goalie like Carter Hart doing a pretty good job. And then he gets to the Cup Final, and he's letting in 4 every game. He doesn't just look the same. And after maybe game 2, game 3, that discussion's heating up, and it's one of the main topics on EST. Like, man, Carolina switched goalies. Like, we've got a cup winner as our backup. What if we just put him in for a game? And then little Reid Wilkins goes to postgame and asks that question, and the coach says, Reid, that's the stupidest question I've ever heard. Would you think that was funny if you were a fan of the Oilers in that situation? Or would you think, damn it, Reid asked a legitimate question that we've been asking. He asked it on our behalf. And that's the answer he got. Would you think, yeah, that's cool. Tortorella sure shut Reid up. Or would you think, wait a minute, Reid's asking a question that we've all been discussing on his show for several days. So that's how I look at it. In a way there, Tortorella is talking to the fans.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Because there are probably Vegas fans who are like, I don't know, is Hart the same guy he was in the first 3 rounds? So I just want to add that layer of another way to look at it, as opposed to just boiling it down to, well, do you think Tortorella's an a-hole or not? Because there are other ways to look at it.
Of course.
Right. She says, yes, I would laugh, but I would feel bad for you, Reid. Well, I wouldn't want to be felt bad.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think he knows it's not about feeling bad for me. But it's kind of like, okay, I'm trying to get a legitimate question to talk about on my talk show and on my station that listeners want to know about. And I can't even bring an answer back. Well, I guess that's his answer, but, McDiesel says Reid can take torts.
Yeah, you can.
I actually might be taller than John Tortorella. I'm not a large man. Well, I'm getting more girth around the waist. Torts is not very tall. I don't know if I could. Trust me, I'm not looking to fight people. But if I had to get into it with Tortorella, he's probably stronger than me. But I think I would have a chance. I might be able to land an elbow. Like, I'd fight dirty. There's no doubt about that. Like, I'd be looking for near objects nearby. I'd kick. I'd get down on the ground and go after his shins. Like, I would not fight clean by any means.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Imagine somebody just turning the show on right then. I feel like, what? Is there a Reid Tortorella fighting? What's going on?
You hit a gold mine, whoever that is.
I'm sorry, everybody. Hope you're all having a good time. The show usually has a much less violent tone than it did the last 20 seconds there. All right, what do we need for thumbs? How are you doing, Ben? You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks.
We're about 30 thumbs away from 100. Don't be a pleasure delayer. If you've not yet clicked the thumbs up on YouTube, please go ahead and do so. All right, we got to get back on the clock here. So let's do the 5 o'clock break. We'll do buying or selling next. We'll talk a little bit about some Oilers stuff. I'll give my review for Disclosure Day. Do you have words of the day?
I do.
We'll do that. That'll be fun. All right, here we go.
2 guys and a goalie.
Darnell Nurse asks for a trade, agrees it's time for a fresh start. Written by Friedman and Speck. This is what we were hearing this morning, that it's reached the point where it's getting more formal. So now sources saying Nurse has given a list of 3 to 5 teams he would consider. He has the right to limit the number of legit destinations.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
There's one game that kicks off summer. Elks football is back, and the best way to experience the home opener is being there when it happens. For every catch, every tackle, every touchdown. Hear the roar of the crowd that's been waiting for this moment. Elks, Alouettes at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium, June 20th. Presented by James H. Brown, Alberta Injury Lawyers. Lock in your tickets for the home opener now before they're gone at goelks.com/tickets. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more. As Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hey sports fans, I'm Alistair Johnston with Canada Soccer's men's national team. The biggest sporting event in the world is coming to Canada this summer, and we hope that you're just as excited as we are. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I can't wait to share it with the whole country.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Canada Soccer.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Canada's World Cup campaign got underway in Toronto, and it ended with a point as they played Bosnia to a 1-1 draw. Bosnia opened the scoring thanks to Javo Lukic, but with Alphonso Davies unavailable, Kyle Larin came through for Canada with the equalizer. More World Cup action is still ahead later tonight as the United States take on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is set for 7. Week 2 of the CFL season continues this evening with the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson will have the call, while Edmonton product Justin Lawrence remains sidelined for Montreal. That game is just about underway. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays open a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Ryan Weathers gets the nod for New York, while Trey Savage is slated to start for Toronto. First pitch is scheduled for 5:35. Elsewhere around the MLB, the Cardinals square off with the Twins. The Astros battle the Royals. The Rays host the Angels. The Rockies face the Athletics. And the Cubs and Giants close out the evening's slate. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks begin a 3-game homestand against the Yakima Valley Pippins. First pitch from Remax Field is set for 7:05. You can listen live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And on the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers are back in action tomorrow, looking to improve to 4-4 on the season. They'll take on the league-leading 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars, with tip-off going at 7. The final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
You know, speaking of Drake, and of course we talk about Drake all the time on this show, is that not the team he owns, the Scarborough Shooting Stars, or used to own in the CEBL?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm sure he had an ownership stake in a CEBL team.
Let me find out.
You didn't know that?
Let me find out.
My God, Betty. I thought you were Drake's representative in Edmonton.
I guess
I thought you were his Edmonton ambassador. Portions of this hour presented by your 1-0 Edmonton Elks home opener next Saturday, June 20th. Gonna be huge. Lock in your tickets at goelks.com/tickets.
Drake does not own it, but his OVO co-founder, Nico, owns Scarborough Shooting Stars.
Oh, that's the involvement.
So his friend, And a guy, part of his brand, owns it.
All right. Some more text messages here to the River Crew Resort and Casino inbox, 780-218-9999. Greg in the Grove, beautiful community, by the way. I would have asked Torch to explain to me in great detail why it was such a stupid question. That way I could have at least got an answer out of it and also show him I'm not intimidated by his BS.
That's pretty good.
An unnamed text store, I think. Don't see a handle. Torts versus Wilkins. EST 01 on the legislature lawn. That's very good. That is very good. Well, it'd be my preference not to fight anybody. But I guess if I had to, how much would you have to pay me to fight Torts? What do you think?
How much would you
what should I demand? Like, is it just like a boxing match or just no hold bars?
Is this on TV?
It's not to
is
the
this
death.
televised?
Who would watch this?
I would. And 118 of the YouTube listeners would. And the people listening on TuneIn and iHeart would.
Now, is it... So I got to give it an honest effort.
An honest effort. You prepped for it. We give you a month to
I'd want at least $500,000. It's not to the death. It's like judged
like
or
a genuine like boxing match. Like you're telling me $50,000 in front of you. You're not doing it.
I could die.
Like John Tortorella's.
What if he gives me a headshot, just the right spot? Wilkins down. He's out.
John Tortorella's not
you're
throwing.
checking for a heartbeat.
It's not like you're fighting Mike Tyson.
You just put the towel over my head.
Okay, all right.
The magic blue tarp. That's what I always called it at the rodeo at chuck wagon races.
Oh, okay. Well, the 3 to 6 spot on Edmonton Sports Talk just opened up. Okay, let's. You're telling me you wouldn't do it for like $50,000. Come on. John Tortorella is not killing you with a punch. He's not. He is absolutely not. Not a chance.
Oh my goodness. On the legislature lawn. But we'd have like a ring or...
I'd fight Torts $5, but that's a different story.
You'd fight him for $5?
Yeah.
Just to beat the crap out of him. He's tough.
Sure. I know he is. I'm sure he is. I feel bad, but $5 is $5, man.
Big draw for Canada today to start the World Cup in Toronto. I don't have to say spoiler alert, do I? Like, shouldn't every sports fan in the country know?
Yeah.
But I'm surprised we haven't got one of those messages. Like, well, thanks, Reid. I taped the game. I was going to watch it Sunday night.
I think they know not to listen to sports radio. If
Kyle Lauren, big game time. Canada controlled the possession, eh?
Oh yeah. Bosnia went up 1-0.
Need
It was
better
all
finish
Canada after. But the way Hernan was describing it too, it's like in soccer that's very common for like if you go up 1-0, it's like, hey, all 11 guys back.
Well, on the Canadian goal, I'm surprised they got the ball through on that one because Canada was just passing it around up about 30 yards out, and the Bosnian was just, we're not even going to try to steal the ball or pressure you. We just have everybody back. So good job to get the ball in there, and good job by Lauren to score for sure. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. This is Buying or Selling, presented by Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. I will offer here for buying or selling, and this ties into our off-topic topic. Let's revisit the off-topic topic quickly for William Huff. Indiana Jones movie titles, and the movie is set in the city of Edmonton. Is Mech still the leader with Indiana Jones and the Decade of Darkness? But we've had some good ones, a lot of Talus Ball references. I don't mind mine, Benny, if I can be a little selfish. Sure. Indiana Jones and the Secrets of Rat. The room at the top.
That is good.
Indiana Jones and the Pyramids of Glass.
Ooh. Okay, wait. The
Matart.
I've never seen this.
The Matart Conservatory. The pyramids down in the river valley.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't mind that one. We had some about like the caverns of West Edmonton Mall that were all pretty good. Of course, Spielberg known for directing the first 4 Indiana Jones movies. So I saw Disclosure Day. Big thank you to Mark Majot. He invited me, took care of the seats ahead of time and all that kind of stuff. I was really excited to see this movie because it's Steven Spielberg and it's about some sort of alien conspiracy. Okay. It's good. Now, I should also say this. It was Majot and 2 other of his friends who I just met last night. We got to talk a little bit after the movie. I think I liked it the least out of the 4 of us. So I consider that. I still liked it. I thought Emily Blunt was excellent. Colin Firth plays the villain. He's a little Bond villainy, you know. He was pretty good. The acting was good. Bono's daughter is in it. I thought that it was uneven. I thought it was downright slow at times. There's certainly a mystery and information that you as an audience member do not have most of the time. I thought it really, really overly, deliberately, and slowly fed you that information. But there were many times I was really pulled into it. There are 2 excellent scenes. One involves Colin Firth's character and a kitchen table. The other involves a car and a train. Really good scenes. It built to the climax. It had a lot of energy. I was pulled into it. The ending was interesting. I didn't think it was completely effective. I'm probably going to be in the minority here when other people go and see it. The very end of the movie, Benny, and by the very end, I mean the last 6 seconds, were so cliche they were almost insulting.
Wow.
I was like, I was shocked they ended the movie where they ended it. Because the movie is about disclosure, and it's also specifically what is going to be disclosed. And there was a vital thing that didn't get disclosed. Now, I would guess a lot of people are going to see this movie and not agree with that. We're certainly going to have listeners, and we got a lot of movie people in the chat who watch the show. I thought the way it ended wasn't interesting or satisfying for me in the audience. And I don't want to spoil too much.
And that's how you feel.
Yes.
And but Majot's friends.
Majot seemed to like it a lot.
Okay.
Another one of his friends liked it a lot. There was another friend who was a little more critical like me, but I still think he liked it more than I did. And again, it's a good movie, but if you're asking me to review it, I have to give a thorough thing. If you're interested if you're a Spielberg fan, if you want a summer distraction, if you, if you are into alien and conspiracy movies, I would say, yeah, go see it. Like if it were that bad, I'd say don't go see it. Mm-hmm. I'd still give it a thumbs up, but I can't give it like a glowing review because it didn't interest me as much as Obsession. So it didn't interest me as much as Project Hail Mary. It didn't.
So, I mean, Obsession, incredible movie. So out of 10,
I don't know, 6.
Okay.
Like it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. I saw it. I didn't think about it too much after the fact. I don't feel the need to talk about it a lot. I mean, if somebody else saw it and wanted to talk about it, I definitely would go over some things. Spielberg's an incredible director. Like, there's no doubt about that. Like, again, there are a couple scenes in here where I'm like, wow, that's good. Like, how he pulled that off, the framing, the editing, the building of the tension. I'm like, he's a genius to be able to do that. But he's also very optimistic. And there were times where I'm like, okay, like what am I watching here? Does he want me to be scared? Does he want me to be tense? Does he want me to be angry? Or does he just want me to know everything's going to be fine? Like, pick a side. Like Obsession, you knew how that movie wanted you to feel the whole time.
Yeah.
Even Project Hail Mary, you knew how that movie wanted you to feel. Like, there were other things that happened, but it was generally a friendship movie. This was like, hey, is it an alien conspiracy movie? Is it a mystery? Is it, I'll make a joke here that'll make sense when people see it. Is it a celebration of local newscasts? Like, okay. So it's good. It's good. I saw it. I'm glad I saw it. I mean, there's never been a movie that I'm mad I watched. I like seeing movies. I like talking about them. For Casino Dealer J, I would say definitely watch Project Hail Mary.
Vincenzo's. Oh, okay. I've been meaning to see Scary Movie. It's been quite a good run here of movies that have hit the theaters. I watched Backrooms, not last week, the week before.
Right.
Saw Obsession for the first time 2 weeks ago, almost 3, and I saw Obsession for the second time with my dad last week.
Right.
And I've been meaning to see Scary Movie, and now I am gonna go see Disclosure Day just to see it for myself.
Yeah, I'd love to know what you think.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're movie buddies. Now we talk about films all the time.
Yes. I still do not have the knowledge to your level of like I'm very new to movies still. Like I don't watch a whole lot of them, but the ones in theaters I've been seeing. And I've raved to you so much about how much I love Obsession. I think it's an incredible movie.
Well, it's a big year. The Odyssey's coming out. Supergirl's coming out. There's a Spider-Man movie. Doomsday and Dune are in November, December, I think. I can't remember the exact days. So, lot to talk about at the cinema. Portions of this hour presented by the Edmonton Elks. All right. Thanks for sitting through my movie review. I love talking about them, everybody. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube if you haven't already. I think we're less than 20 away from getting to 100, so we got about half an hour to do that. Words of the day coming up. Here's Ben with an update.
Its opening match of the World Cup with a 1-1 draw against Bosnia in Toronto. Bosnia struck first through Javo Lukic, but even with Alphonso Davies out of the lineup, Canada answered back with Kyle Larin finding the back of the net to salvage a point. More World Cup action is on the schedule later tonight with the United States set to take on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is at 7. Week 2 of the CFL carries on this evening as the Alouettes are battling the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson are on the call, while Edmonton product Justin Lawrence is out for Montreal. That game is going on as we speak with 7-0 Montreal leading Toronto. In baseball, the Blue Jays open a 3-game series against the Yankees tonight. Ryan Weathers gets the start for New York, while Trey Savage takes the hill for Toronto. First pitch is set for 5:35. Other MLB action later today features the Cardinals against the Twins, the Astros taking on the Royals, the Rays facing the Angels, the Rockies squaring off with the Athletics, and the Cubs meeting the Giants in the late game. Closer to home, the Edmonton Riverhawks begin a 3-game series against the Yakima Valley Pippins at Remax Field. First pitch goes at 7:05. You can catch the game live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. On the hardwood, the Edmonton Stingers return to action tomorrow as they look to improve their record to 4-4. They'll take on the 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with tip-off scheduled for 7. Reid Wilkins Show continues here after the break. I'm Ben Thompson, and you're up to date.
Goodwill is
One shopper. Finding something I never knew I needed. A jacket. A deal. One donor. Letting go of something so someone else can move forward.
One program participant.
learning,
Trying.
building skills,
Building confidence.
building a future.
One purchase. One donation.
One job. One choice.
Goodwill is
The power of one. The power of one. The power of one.
The power of one.
Goodwill Industries of Alberta. It all starts with one.
The Oil Stream.
Darnell Nurse, I could see in the most Oilers fashion. I would almost guarantee this. I think he will get traded at some point. I think the writing's on the wall, and I think he's starting to see that. I think he's a smart man, but I could just see wherever he goes, he would just flourish. He would just be so good. Like the pressure's gone, clean slate. I think he could have a career year.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend. The sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going. Rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day, all weekend, all summer. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. So if you wagered on Jason Milne's play of the day, Jay, not in this afternoon, but I can tell you this, you need the Argos to do a little bit more here. So Jay's play of the day was Toronto and Montreal over 51.5 total points, and for the Argos to win the first quarter. Right now, we're coming up on the halfway point of the first quarter, and the Alouettes lead the Argos 7-3. PlayAlberta.ca, PlayAlberta.ca/EST. I think you'll like some of the things that you find when you go to that page. Look for EST specials under sports if you're looking to make some sprinkles here over the weekend. Jay's bet, of course, now is no longer active, but plenty of things still are. Whenever a guest joins us over video, it is on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. The big story today, the match this afternoon, Canada earning a 1-1 draw with Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto to start off the World Cup. Of course, the World Cup being played with matches in Canada for the first time. Benny, I'm curious because, again, as we talk about, there's a fairly significant age gap between us. Mm-hmm. How are you super hyped for this? Do you, as a lifelong sports fan and Edmontonian or St. Albertan, growing up there on Rapunzel Boulevard?
I was about to say, when's that coming? There it is.
Has the Canadian men's national team always been on your radar? More so recently? Obviously there was the Ice Teca qualification games. Those were back, November of 21. So what is anything if your relationship? The Women's World Cup was here.
Yes.
In 15. I went to a match of that when Canada played.
I mean, with soccer, it's never really been my sport that I've gotten too into. But I mean, Alphonso Davies has definitely helped. Just kind of brought in my it's cool to know that a guy from Edmonton is on that team, and I mean, he's a damn good player. Obviously didn't get to play today, but I mean, this, I would say this tournament is what's really getting me into it. I was never really into it before, but the fact that it's on Canadian soil and this Canadian team is good enough to make it out of its group, to me, that to me is what's intriguing me. And obviously working in sports, media here, obviously having to talk about it, but also I'm just excited to talk about it because I mean, watching that game today was a lot of fun. Just having heard Ed Engager basically commentate it for us was a lot of fun. So I mean, this tournament has been my exposure to the Canadian national team. It's been a lot of fun so far.
It's pretty cool for me. I mean, because we know that everybody's watching this, right? I mean, let's face it. Not the whole world watches the good old hockey.
Nope.
I mean, maybe the Olympic gold medal game was huge. Nope. Is the Stanley Cup Final an international event? No.
No, it's definitely not.
Canada, States, parts of Europe, probably parts of Asia at this point. I know there's a lot of Canadians in Australia. Okay, but it's not like a national thing in Australia. We know this, like the world is paying attention to it.
Yes.
There's 48 teams. They're from all over the globe. It's a big deal. I've just been impressed how good Canada is. And I know we would have liked a better result today. But Benny, I'll tell you something. Canada was in the World Cup in 1986 in Mexico. I remember watching matches. I remember it's because they lost to France, and then they play. Who were they in the pool with? I think the Soviet Union and Hungary. I want to say. I'm trying to go by memory rather than just. Sometimes I don't want to look stuff up. I just want to see what I remember. And I remember getting home from school. So what would have I been in? Probably grade 7 or 8. And they, you played the weekday afternoon. I remember my mom telling me the score, like they'd lost again. I was like, oh no, like they're not going to advance. They can't even score. And then, so the World Cup was 24 teams. Then the World Cup expanded to 32 teams, and CONCACAF got 3 teams instead of 2. And Canada was often third.
Yeah.
So it's like, great, we're going to get in every year. And then we sucked. Like, I think there was one year qualifying, we didn't even make the final group stage of 6 teams.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So it was awesome that, we were back in 2022, got a couple goals. Again, didn't win a game. So this is the first time we got a point in 7 matches. This is the first time we got something out of the match. I'm excited for it. And like you were saying, and when Gauger and I were talking about, like, there's games on all day.
Yeah.
For the first couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. That is crazy. Like to think.
So it's nice. I mean, we're lucky. We work at a sports station, so it's like for us to have a game on. So like, hey, what are you doing? Concentrate. Yeah. Like it's like, well, no, this is
part of our job.
Part of our job. But I'm sure it's cool for people in offices or, if you can have it on over your lunch hour or watching highlights. And it's a major event. Most of the games are in the States. I know there's been some talk of should Mexico City have gotten the final. Mm-hmm. That was probably never on the table with FIFA, like it or not.
Yeah.
You could probably argue about which American city it could have been in. But now we're in it, right? Now we're going. Like, okay, we played. We had a game in Canada. Now, as Gauger and I were talking about, all right, now what do you have to do to get out of this group?
Right.
Because it would have been great to get 3 points today. So do you think... I don't know. We can't call it a must win. We're not allowed to do that. I don't allow it. But man, it would be nice to get a win against Qatar.
Yes.
Get those 3 points. Then you're pretty much through, I think.
Yeah. I mean the Switzerland one's gonna be tough. Like that one's. So if you can capitalize on Qatar, then you're probably looking at advancing in this group, which that's a huge milestone for Canada. Like, I mean, you just talked about how it's like it's their first time getting a point in the World Cup. I think they had the stat. It's like the first time Canada's has come back in a game.
Yep.
Like it would just be nice to hit a bunch of milestones here. For Canada, like it's just, I think it only grows the game as well. So it's been cool to see.
Well, right, yeah, and I mean a lot of these players born in Canada, came up through Canadian systems and are now on the World Cup team.
Yeah,
and it's just, I think, I'm not going to claim to have a technical knowledge of soccer like a lot of people, but just hearing the commentators and the breakdown after the match, kind of the consensus is Canada didn't defend the corner very well. I mean, the first half, Canada had 10 corners. Bosnia had 1. Guess which team scored on a corner kick? Bosnia. So that was kind of disappointing, given all the pressure Canada had. But I mean, look, Kyle Lauren's a great player. Comes off the bench and scores.
Right.
Like, you got depth. You have situational players. Okay, we need a goal. Go in there and get one. And he almost had another one in injury time.
Right.
He was right in tight. He was close. I think he was closer than where he scored from, and he got more on it. But one of the Bosnian guys threw his leg in front of it and blocked it. So yeah, it's exciting to watch. I think it will be fun here around EST, and hopefully for many people tuning in this afternoon. Of course, you can get us on YouTube. Edmonton Sports Talk is the channel. Subscribe to EST if you haven't done so already. You can get us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, make us a favorite or a preset. And remember to spread the word about EST. Let other people know where they can find us. If you are on YouTube this afternoon, do not delay any further. If you haven't smashed that like button, do it now. Give us a thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. We need about 17 thumbs. We need about 17 thumbs to get to 100. This texter says, Reid, I have not seen Project Hail Mary, Obsession, Disclosure Day, or Backrooms. How would you rank these? Okay, I have not seen Backrooms. I would probably go, well, Disclosure Day would be third out of those. I might put Obsession ahead of Project Hail Mary just because what it does very well. And it's sort of caught fire here, and it's... it is a horror movie. I'm not saying it completely breaks the mold, but it does enough little original things that I might give Obsession a slight edge over Project Hail Mary, though I like Project Hail Mary a lot.
Yes. To me, I've been seeing a lot of people saying it's the scariest movie they've seen in their life. That's not necessarily how I would describe it at all. It is disturbing.
It's eerie.
Yes.
I don't even know if it's scary in the way of you're terrified. It's just eerie, and you're not really sure.
It's just you're uncomfortable.
You're uneasy.
Yes.
I think in terms of being scary or terrifying, I wouldn't be maybe we're nitpicking here. I wouldn't put Obsession in that category.
No, I don't think I would either. It's just, to me, it's just you're stressed for. I think the movie's an hour 45 long. I'd say about 15 minutes in, you're stressed the entire time.
Yeah,
it is just and that's how my dad felt about it too. I think he kind of thought that it was gonna be scarier when he got into it, and then when he's leaving, he goes, I wasn't really scared necessarily. I was more just disturbed.
There's one scene that when I was going to bed the night I saw it, I was I need to keep the lights on for a while longer, maybe. Yeah. But that's about it.
Yes.
And there are some huge laughs, a couple of huge laughs, but because the way they are portraying the whole weirdness of what is happening.
Yes.
So I appreciate that. Appreciate that question. The Oilers are what are we doing here, Ben? Are they trading Darnell Nurse?
It sounds like it. They will. Sounds like it. Elliot Friedman was on a show earlier today saying that Philadelphia has interest, and Darnold would be open to going to Philadelphia.
That's supposedly one of the teams he put on there.
Yeah. And there's been talk about, Owen Tippett coming back the other way and all, because the Oilers have been looking at a top six winger and talk of, if Tippett could squeeze out of Philadelphia. I don't know how that would get done, but I've had buddies text me from, out on market, and they've been like, oh yeah, Darnell Nurse requesting a trade, act like he could get out of town without having the Oilers having to give up picks on picks on picks. I'm like, I think he actually has a little bit of value on the market right now with the cap going up, and I understand he hasn't been the defenseman he was supposed to be, but he's a number 4, maybe 5 defenseman that's making a little bit too much money. Yes, but teams will bite on that. Now, will the Oilers have to retain money? Maybe. It's a possibility for sure. But to me, I think there's a real chance that Bowman is getting out of this Nurse contract without having to attach picks and retain money. Because I think that's how desperate some teams are for a defenseman.
I'm still of the feeling that the Oilers are going to have to retain money.
Yeah, no, and it's fair. It's totally fair. I just hope it's not a lot.
I think it's a couple $1 million max.
So what, $2 million? Bump it down to 725?
Yeah. Someone else pays them that, and then the Oilers have that much money to play with. I don't know if they're getting an immediate player back in this. You know what I mean?
Elliot referred to a hockey type trade is a possibility,
which would be great. Which awesome. I think would be great. That would be exciting if that actually happened.
Yeah,
but yeah, to me, Elliott's the number one guy.
Yeah,
Darnell Nurse. I just looked this up on the fly. Was 79th amongst defensemen. Oh, pardon me. He would have been tied for 76th amongst defensemen for even strength points. So that's not
horrible.
Bad.
That's not bad.
It's kind of like you're a number 3 offensively.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, like he's not a bad player. He's frustrating. He was minus 12 on a team that was mostly pluses.
Yep.
That's not great. And quite frankly, he didn't always get the hard matchups.
No.
Because a lot of times those would be Bush and Ekholm anyway. So yeah, a frustrating player. I think with him, like his low end can be too low. And that's sort of one of my quibbles now about Wallman is that his off nights are too far off. You know what I mean? Like that was the thing about Kulak. His off nights were kind of like, well, they're not really much lower than his best. He's sort of steady.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But we also see sometimes that things just reach an end in a market or with a certain team. And if Darnell's probably thinking, okay, next year I'm going to say, like, please trade me. You have a 21 team list. Now he can have even more control over it. But if the 3 to 5 thing that's accurate is that's being reported is accurate.
Right. And that's why when we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, I was like, I think there is a good chance that Darnell would be open to leaving. Like, because like you just said, he has more control over where he goes now. I mean, it sounds like people are reporting that it's out east, and if it's not out east, it's LA.
Yeah.
And so if that's the case, then good. The Oilers are shipping him to somewhere out east. But I mean, I'm seeing LA and going, oh, Kenny Holland signed Nurse to that deal, brought Cece there.
Yeah.
Could reunite that D pair again over in LA. Maybe Ken Holland's the type of guy that would go and pay for a guy like Darnell Nurse. I don't know.
Well, see, here's what I'll say about Holland. He tends to keep it simple.
Yes.
He'll be like, is this guy good?
Yeah.
If he's put in the right situation. Darnell Nurse is good.
Yes.
Like if I don't entertain all the he's garbage, he's in the AHL, he should play forward. Sorry guys, I just don't entertain that. He's a good defenseman. Yes, we wish he could be better. Yes, some of those quotes that Speck got from ex-coaches were kind of damning, but they were all things we've talked about over the years.
Yep.
But I still think this could be a dicey situation replacing Nurse. And I'll say this to Oilers fans: don't underestimate the value of good or even average players, because they're better than crappy players. I was always surprised that Cody Ceci kind of got some hate here.
Yeah.
And I was like, but he's just good. Okay, yeah, he struggles. I know we got healthy scratched one game in the Cup Final. And then he leaves for Emberson, and now people are like, well, how do you trade Ceci for Emberson? That's a downgrade. Yeah, like now Emberson might come along. We'll see, I guess, and just be a solid player. But Ceci just kind of like did his job, got a couple big goals in Game 7. Like, yeah, he had rough nights. Like, yeah, once Ekholm came, Ekholm and Bouchard pushed Nurse and Ceci down the depth chart. But then if you look at that, okay, Ceci was your 4, maybe your 5. Then you got a good team. Like he's just good. Like, don't underestimate the value of just having a good player, which means some nights his bad nights might be a little worse than you would like.
Right.
But, if you look at that team that went to Game 7 of the Cup Final, okay, that would be the best Oilers team, since 06. One of the best teams since 90?
Yeah.
Right?
No, easily.
Probably first, second, or third best team since 90, depending on how you rank them. Okay, so it had McDavid, it had Draisaitl. Hyman had his incredible year. Nuge was good. Fogle, good.
Even then, though, he was scratched in the conference final.
Yep. Janmark, good. Brown, good. So so they didn't have a player where it's like, oh, he's kind of he's an AHL player.
Yeah.
They kind of had just good guys that fulfilled a certain role as well.
That's my biggest thing for when I'm seeing these mock teams on Twitter or people just talking about next year's Oilers team, and they have Ike Howard on the second line, they have Quinn Hudson on the third line, they have all this stuff, and they're talking about how they're going to win the Stanley Cup with these guys. And I'm like, guys, I understand you want to play these young guys, and I've been saying that. Like last offseason was appropriate. You're having to ship some guys out and bring in younger guys. It's going to come at a cost, though, of not being as good, and that's what we saw this year. To me, though, like if you're sitting there going, like, Quinn Hudson's going to be playing your third line. You're winning a Stanley Cup. Like
no, you can't. That's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
Not good enough.
He's an AHL player, and maybe he turns into a bottom 6 NHLer, maybe. But that you can't have these maybes if you're wanting to be a Stanley Cup contender. You looked like we were saying, like you look at that roster, and every single guy is a bona fide NHLer.
And that's why I would always like push back on the people who really criticize Janmark. I'd be like, yeah, but he does something.
But he plays 9 minutes and he knows his role.
He does something.
He's been an NHLer for a long time. He can PK. Like, yeah, he doesn't score goals, but you don't need that from every guy.
Right. And he got a couple big goals. He scored in Game 7 in 2024, as opposed to like, okay, well, let's call up Quinn Hudson. Well, he's not good enough on the top 2 lines. He can't play on the 3rd or 4th line. Like, and I'm not saying people do this, but sometimes it's like, well, don't complain about Matthias Janmark not being Zach Hyman. Like there's only so many of excellent,
everyone needs a role
very good
here.
Players. Now, we've also seen, and this is what Bowman is trying to sell to everybody. I'm not buying it quite yet. Was that no? The coach didn't give them roles. Now maybe McDavid and Draisaitl feel that too. Maybe. Like Draisaitl kind of referenced that in the Calgary rant. So okay, maybe that's going to come. Maybe Babcock or Cassidy or whoever it winds up being will be like, hey, you do this, you do this. Well, but a lot of coaches have struggled doing that here.
Yes.
Sometimes it's been because of the actual roster, but sometimes it's been just like, oh no, I'm just going to go, Connor, go win it for us.
Yep. No, exactly. And to me though, it's if you have veteran players with a coach that is willing to give roles, okay. But to me, for guys like Quinn Hudson and Ike Howard and these guys, like to me, it doesn't matter the coach that's there. Like these are young guys that have to experience time in the NHL, and the Oilers don't have a whole lot of time to wait. Like they got to go in here. Yeah. So yeah, to me, it's like you got to round out this roster, man. This year, this offseason, to me, I'm looking for bona fide NHLers to round out this roster in order for this team to go back to where they once were.
Mex says, my broken record take is the team that lost to Vegas was better. I actually agree with that. I don't say that a lot. The 23 team was pretty good.
Yes.
But yes. I will say this, speaking about Coachy, that was the start of Woody's downfall.
Yep.
Because he played the man-to-man that they couldn't execute. Vegas exploited it. The Oilers got beat on pucks in the net, and they got some rebounds in front.
So then he changed the system the next year, right?
And they started 2-9-1, putting Nurse and Bouchard together. That was never a good idea.
Yeah.
So that series, I think, was the start of Jeff Jackson specifically thinking, like, wait a minute, I don't know about this guy.
Yep.
All right, 780-218-9999, the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. Get exclusive offers and promotions. Get show tickets. Make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and it's easy to use. rivercreeresort.com. Do you have words of the day?
I do.
Oh, my goodness.
I do.
Benny's got words of the day for EPL when we get back.
Canada opened its World Cup campaign with a hard-fought 1-1 draw against Bosnia in Toronto. Bosnia found the breakthrough courtesy of Javo Lukic, but despite being without Alphonso Davies, Canada responded as Kyle Larin buried the equalizer to earn the hosts a point. More World Cup action is still to come later tonight, with the United States taking on Paraguay at SoFi Stadium in California. Kickoff is set for 7. Week 2 of the CFL is continuing tonight with the Montreal Alouettes squaring off with the Toronto Argonauts. Dustin Nielsen and Luke Wilson got the call, while Edmonton's own Justin Lawrence is not in the lineup for Montreal. That game is underway as we speak, as Montreal leads Toronto 10-3 with about 10 minutes left in the second quarter. In Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays begin a 3-game series against the Yankees. Ryan Weathers gets the ball for New York, while Trey Savage is on the mound for Toronto. That game is underway. Bottom of the first inning. Score still 0-0. Elsewhere around the majors, the Cardinals face the Twins. The Astros clash with the Royals. The Rays take on the Angels. The Rockies battle the Athletics. And the Cubs and Giants close out tonight's slate. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks return to Remax Field to open a 3-game homestand against the Valley Pippin's first pitch is set for 7:05. You can catch the game live on Edmonton Sports Talk's audio streams. And in CEBL action, the Edmonton Stingers hit the floor tomorrow, looking to climb back to the 500 mark. They'll take on the league-leading 6-1 Scarborough Shooting Stars with tip-off going at 7. Words of the day to wrap up the show on the other side of the break. I'm Ben Thompson. You're up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Talking about Blake Lively's. Is that
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Get ready for a night of legendary Canadian rock. The River Cree Resort and Casino presents Honeymoon Suite live on June 25th. Sing along to the hits that defined a generation, including New Girl Now, Feel It Again, and more, as Honeymoon Suite takes the stage for one unforgettable night of music and energy. Don't miss Honeymoon Suite June 25th at River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right, we're taking you into your weekend. Hope it's going to be a good one. I think it's going to warm up a bit, eh?
Supposed to.
Certainly nice. It was kind of gross this morning. I think it's kind of okay right now.
Okay.
Isn't the high 26 on Sunday?
Yes.
Can't
That's hot.
wait. That Weiss Johnson air conditioning is going to kick in for me. That'll be nice.
How about that?
If you're taking us in on YouTube, give us a thumbs up here before we wrap it up. Man, we need a dozen thumbs. Let's go, everybody. Come on. Text your friends and neighbors. Or if you haven't given us a thumb up, let's do it. Let's get to a Mr. Milne, not available for the show today. He wants to check later on tonight and see it was a 100 thumb show. He also wants me to hear me succeed at Words of the Day. Presented by the Edmonton Public Library. Gather a team of fellow detectives. We should do this, Benny. And head to we could be Winnie the Pooh serious detectives. You'd be Piglet, of course.
Yes.
Head to the Stanley A. Milner Library on Saturday, July 25th for Locked Library, The Bookcase, an after-hours escape room adventure. Whether you're a puzzle pro or just looking for a one-of-a-kind night out, Locked Library offers suspense and unforgettable fun in one of Edmonton's most iconic spaces. Tickets now available for this library fundraiser at epl.ca/Locked Library. Early bird pricing ends on June 30th. EPL.ca/locked-library.
Okay. Ready for this, Reid?
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to get the board.
You don't have the theme going? That's okay.
I don't think so.
I don't have it. Let's play Gene Simmons instead. Or you know what? Let's
go, girls.
There we go.
Let's go, girls. Okay. I will lead you off with phalanges.
Okay. Oh man, or is it with a? Oh, Benny, I'm torn here. I don't know if there's a. Jay always says to go with my first instinct, but I think that might have been wrong. Okay, I'll do my second instinct.
Oh, okay.
PHYLANGES. PHA.
Yep.
LA.
Yep.
N.
Yep.
GES.
Yes.
I should have gone with my first instinct.
Yep.
This is awful. First Bryan Adams, now this. My weekend's going to suck. Crap. I overcomplicated it. Why did I do that?
It's a great question.
All right. Are these like little protrusions or like little, not tentacles, but little like things on like an amoeba or a microscopic organism? Like, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing this. Like they got all these little legs almost, but they're not.
Like no, but you're like kind of like kind of in a weird way. You're there, but not really.
Okay, give me a sentence.
Oh, geez. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Well, you don't have any sentences ready.
Wait. Hold
okay,
on.
you can just give me partial points and tell me what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
If I deserve partial.
Yeah. Let's determine this. Okay. So the definition is the small tubular bones that make up the fingers of the hand and toes of the foot.
Oh no, that's not.
Yeah,
that's not right. That's not right.
So that was a tough one.
I was thinking, when you see like an amoeba and it's got those little, I don't know what are those called.
I don't even know. Okay, I thought you were kind of there with like. Okay.
So those are the fingers of the hands and feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, 0 for 2. That's sad. All right.
Next is smarmy.
Oh, where's Awanek? Just put a picture of him. He's watching soccer. Smarmy. SMARMY.
One more time.
SMARMY. Smarmy.
Correct.
Okay, and smarmy is sort of sarcastic in almost like a condescending way.
Yeah, I'll give that to you. It's excessively polite, flattering, or helpful in a way that seems manipulative or annoying.
Oh, okay.
Like you're there.
I think I know when someone's acting smarmy. Oh, Abutsky says the sentence is under the definition.
Yeah,
what was the sentence?
The
for
human
phalanges?
body normally has 4 sets of 14 phalanges.
Oh, so the thumbs and the big toe don't have them?
No.
Oh, 4. What? 4. Oh, so there's
the human body normally has 4 sets of 14 phalanges.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I kind of got 2 out of 2. 2 out of 4. Not bad.
Not bad.
I didn't realize that was the exact definition of smarmy, but we kind of know what it means.
Yeah, you were there.
This was a fun show. Montreal leading Toronto 10-3. 6 minutes left in the second quarter in the CFL. Do we have a Blue Jays update? Do you have it there?
0-0.
Still nothing for the Blue Jays. Okay, and States and Paraguay tonight. Knicks can win it all tomorrow. Hurricanes can win it all on Sunday. The Canadian Open's going on. A lot to follow this weekend. It's going to be fun. All right. Jason Milne will be back on Monday on behalf of Ben Thompson, and he's in for the Coob, who's going to be back on Monday. I'm Reid Wilkins. Take care.